Yes, baby. Wednesday night live. Finally back to our regularly scheduled Wednesday night lives. And joining me today is none other than the one and the only Horror 365 final girl, the queen of the creeps and the freaks. Ooh, yeah. Creepy Betty.
Not the Randy Savage impression.
I got to do it. It's right down there. And then we're going to continue the little Randy Savage with the one and the only. They call him a couple things. Yeah, they call him the anesthesiologist. They also call him Swift Wheelchair Flair. But that's another story for another day. But the one and the only Swifty said, Swift, the last Boy Scout. Swift in the building. What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Yes, the squad's all here. Well, not the whole squad, but you know.
And I know there's more coming. I know there's more people coming here. And holy smokes, guys! Like I'm in this like Randy Savage mode because pre-live we were talking a little bit about the Marissa madness at Monster Mania, the Eminem and Eminem. But yeah,
there's definitely some Marissa madness.
Yeah, we're gonna get into everything here. Let's see who's jumping on. Trippy Hippie, what's going on? Trippy
Hippie.
There we go. Ilson in the building. LTV. I hear that.
LTV. Hey. What's up, Il?
Of course, Mama Swift.
Hey, Ma.
Hey, Ma, I made it to the live. Here we go. Mondo Docs, our very own.
Hey. What's the dilly? See, we got 365 in here.
Damn, we got the fans. The fans are lining up.
Who invited her?
Who invited her?
Shut it, TV.
What's up?
Oh,
yo, what's the deal?
Hi, everyone.
The fans all here.
That's what we're doing. Trippy Hippie. Oh, right, here we go. Who we got? Ilson over here.
Think I'm not ready to get started. Yeah.
That's right.
Definitely want to hear
too many stories.
Hey, Wolfman.
Oh my God. Wolfman in the building. Oh,
get those silver bullets.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, keep the silver away from the Wolfman. We don't want that. I mean, we need him around.
Yeah, we don't want that.
So now that we got Goddess of Death in the building.
Hey.
Hi, Lisa.
Liz, what's up? Thanks for coming out.
Yes, we're going to talk also because Swift had talked to me a little bit. Alyssa, we're going to talk at another time. So welcome back and thank you for jumping on the live. I appreciate you. Guys, Monster Mania this weekend.
Oh.
How was it overall experience? When did you guys get there? Was it Friday? Was it Saturday?
I got there. Me and Swift got there Friday.
We both got there Friday. Yeah. Both got there Friday. Friday afternoon, Friday evening.
Yeah, Friday evening.
Yeah.
Now they had they had some guests on the lineup here. Did you guys see anybody? Did you go to see anybody in particular, like on the lineup that they had, or was it more like a hang and chill network kind of experience for you guys?
I'll let you go first, Maurice.
All right. Well, me and my friend Regina, we met Roger Jackson again. Well, I met him the one time. I met him again, and Regina met him for the first time, and he was so sweet. Love him. But other than that, it was pretty much just like a chill, like networking kind of weekend. Like I just vibe with everyone, vibe with all the cosplayers, met a lot of new people. It was an experience. This one, it was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, and for everybody that doesn't know, you probably do know Roger Jackson is the voice of Ghostface and Scream.
Yeah, you guys better know that by now. You guys better know.
Favorite horror movie. I can't. I sound like freaking.
Yeah. This Monster Mania, you had Roger Jackson. You had the hit this year, the big time guest that they had was Tobin Bell from Saw.
Oh yeah, that was
you guys are playing a lot of games in Monster Mania.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's play a game. So a lot of people there for him. Me personally, The only stars I went to see was Creepy Betty, LTV,
Oh
Goddess of Death.
man.
You know, those are the stars I came to see. Um,
Yeah. We're
and
big time celebrities.
yeah, and get some networking done. You know, and it's strictly business mixed with pleasure. So it was fun. It
Mhm.
was a fun trip. It was saying
Yeah, you know what?
so.
Yeah, go ahead, Swift. So,
Yeah, so it was this time it was light, and what was good about it, it wasn't too crowded. It wasn't as bad as it has been sometimes, but and that's
Yeah, it
it.
actually wasn't like really crowded this weekend.
I was going to ask you, yeah, how was it? You guys, able to move around pretty easy?
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
It was
That's,
pretty smooth. Like even the first night, Fridays are usually a little lighter
yeah,
than the rest of the weekend, but this convention Friday was very light. Like I remember I was in the other room and I saw Eli Roth. He was there. His
Yeah.
line was non-existent. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Wow, you could just walk up to this table and take a selfie with him."
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it. Like Eli Roth. Like, wow.
and he just came out with Thanksgiving recently. I think Thanksgiving 2's in the
Yeah,
works.
he
Yeah,
came out with
Thanksgiving too
Thanksgiving.
in the
Yeah,
works. Yeah.
he did. Yeah, he did. Borderlands that just came out, but that bombed at the box office. But that's
Oh
like based
man.
on a video game. Uh, what else did he do? He did. Listen, he did a lot of stuff recently. He started like venturing out into different genres and stuff like that lately.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mhm.
his latest horror hit was Thanksgiving. Everybody loved it. I loved it. I had a good time with it.
That
Yeah,
was a good film.
Thanksgiving was fun.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
lot of
there's no
fun.
leftovers. That's it. Nothing. It's just like my house. There's no leftover. I'm taking it all. That's it.
Yeah,
But no, but you know what? I gotta say, like, I'm happy that was the experience at Monster Mania where you're able to move around quick and easy because a lot of times it gets super congested in Cherry Hill because that venue they outgrew that venue a long time ago. I feel like, and that's
Yeah.
why like a lot of people talk about when they go to the Expo Center. There's just a ton of space, man, and it's easy to breathe down there.
Mhm.
But this one, being that there was less people, actually worked out, I guess, better for everybody over there. What was the highlight for you guys of this weekend? We'll start with Creepy Betty. What was your highlight of the weekend?
Oh. Oh man. Just being with everyone, like just seeing all like our friends and like taking crazy pictures and hanging out and like making those memories. And I think that's my favorite part about Monster Mania. Like I don't really care about like this, not that I don't care about the celebrities, but I care more about like just being with the people that you love vibing with and you care about and like seeing them and just like creating those memories.
yeah,
That's important. I mean,
yeah,
go ahead, Swift.
yeah. Reconnecting with your friends, your peers, the people you have a good time with. Checking out all of the cool and talented cosplayers. Like that's one
Oh
of the
yeah. How
highlights of the
about
weekend.
did you see the costume contest, Swift?
I missed that. That I did
Oh,
miss.
it was so good.
But
It was
that's
really
a
good.
staple that I usually attend. I usually attend that religiously, but I missed
Yeah,
it this year. But you got a lot of talent, and those are the highlights. Like I like going to some of the panels and everything, but this year I didn't even do it. Like I just went there to network, to reconnect with friends, have a good time, to enjoy the cosplay, take pictures,
Yeah.
um, check out the vendors, which is very important.
Got to
Um,
support the small businesses. Yeah.
yeah,
absolutely.
because they, without them, the community would be a lot different. It wouldn't be as enjoyable. So I try to show love to the vendors, to all the vendors that come out there, and I go to interact with the vendors, the talent, and things like that. As far as the talent that are doing like photo ops and stuff like that, you know, I can take it or leave it. That's not my thing anymore. I've done that years before. Now I'm just there. Like yeah, I just want to have a good time, connect, make some contacts and everything like that, and enjoy my friends.
Yeah.
That's
I
really what it's
agree.
about.
Yeah,
I love that. I love both of you said that because there's so many things that you can do. I guess there's only so many things I should say that you can do at a convention. So if you're going down to see somebody, you see that person, and then okay, what else is there? And then there's layers because you have vendors, and you may have some vendors that you like to go see and buy some stuff from, and then you got the cosplayers. Man, the cosplayers, it's such an underrated thing. I feel like at conventions, underrated layer at conventions because, man, I got to tell you, they add that special something that now you're bringing these characters that everybody looks up to and sees on the screen. You bring them to life. You have an opportunity to take pictures with them, and it makes people smile, especially like when you see the kids walking around knowing some of these, and that's what I love the most. When you
I
see
love seeing the cosplayers. As a cosplayer myself, I love seeing cosplayers.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you see like the younger generation. I'm talking about like, the parents that bring the kids out there, and you see they know, like there's someone that know, oh wait, there's Art the Clown. Oh wait, there's Jason, what, and they get so excited. And these are memories that it's going to be embedded in their minds when they get older, and you're creating an experience in a moment for those kids. And it's awesome. I love that.
That's how you make sure this continues.
Yo, my man.
We got the man in the house.
Tony.
That's
Tony.
right. My man Tony, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Tony, man. Much love.
Yep, Tony. My man Tony's birthday today. Day one Horrorhead here. Appreciate you, bro. Always.
Absolutely. We're waiting for you to pop in so we could wish you a happy birthday, brother.
Yeah. Have a killer one, man. Hopefully you're having a killer birthday. We're gonna get you a freaking knife cake.
Yeah.
There we go. Slashing it. We actually use conventions to film. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Tell us more about that.
I wasn't sure if I was allowed to talk about that. Am I allowed to? Am I allowed to? Am I not? Am I?
Well, listen, the cat's out of the bag now, so.
Joe Gallo in the building. 13 Gallows Lane. What up, beautiful?
13 Gallows Lane. What's up?
Hi, Joseph.
Joseph. Very
Hi,
proper. Joseph. How are you, Joseph? What's going on?
If you like, I can hop on to discuss it a bit.
Yeah.
I can send the link over. Give me 1 second. I got to send the link.
Yeah, and Ilson was at Monster Mania too, obviously.
Oh, yeah. 1 second. Yeah, you guys should talk. I'm going to send the link over to Il right now.
Yeah, so listen, Monster Mania was fun. It was good hanging out. It was the kids, like seeing the kids cosplay is awesome. Like that's the next generation. Those are the ones that are going to keep this thing going that we love. So it's always good to see the younger generation into it because we don't want it to go away. Like how Westerns pretty much used to be a thing and then it just stopped. The younger kids liked other things. And that's how you go through phases and stuff. But we got to keep it going. We got to introduce the younger generation.
We love the younger horror fans.
Absolutely.
Yeah, listen, it keeps it going, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps it going.
Keeps it fresh.
I'm okay, miss y'all.
If you need another, I'm here to. Oh,
Goddess of Death was also there.
All right, so listen. Send me your email so I can send you the link out.
Alyssa, my love, send your email. We want you on.
Oh, there he goes. Johnny Boy.
I sent the link, Johnny. It's in oh shit, no link. Hold on. What's going on here? Nobody's getting the link. Hold on.
Johnny, get your ass on here right now.
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny. That's what I want to talk about.
Yo, how good did Johnny kill that cosplay?
He slaughtered it. That was fire.
Murdered.
Yeah.
And I seen some incredible photos that you guys had out there. I got a couple that I uploaded on here. We'll save it for a minute. Actually, let's see. I got this group photo right here.
Oh, that's such a good one. Look at that.
Yeah.
I like that photo.
Look at how cute we all look.
That's awesome.
We got Stevie in effect over here.
Steve's over there.
Making a guest appearance.
Yeah, man. Special guest appearance, finally. The king of the Roman Empire.
That's right.
Steve Roman. What do we have here? Okay. I got it. I got it. We got to get.
It was nice being able to walk around. It really was. It was nice being able to walk around in there and have room to breathe and everything. It was really nice. Not like other times. Yeah.
It's usually always crowded, but it's weird. Like I like Oaks because it's bigger, but at the same time, I gotta say, I think I like Cherry Hill more.
It's the aesthetic, probably, right? It's the hotel.
Yeah,
I like that there's the bar area where everyone can just,
sides.
get
Congregate, yeah.
together afterwards.
And the
I just-
lounge. Yeah, there's a lounge and bar area right next to each other. It's clutch.
Yeah, I just love that. With Oaks, it's kind of like difficult because it's like, where do you hang out at afterwards?
Everything's off site.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been down to Oaks. Never been down there. The thing is, in my thing about conventions, and I'm glad you guys said this when I asked you what the highlight of the weekend is. For me, and this is my opinion. It might not be the popular opinion, but this is me being honest. And I'm not knocking conventions. I swear I'm not. All I'm saying is, to me, it's getting a little stale. That's just my opinion, because. And I want to get into this real quick. I think we'll get everybody on first, and then we'll get into this real quick. Send it. Alyssa, send it right here, and I'll take it, and I'll send it over. I'm waiting for Alyssa to send an email. Then I'll get Alyssa on. I got Johnny queued up, and I got Ilson queued up. So we're going to get as many people on here as possible. I even said
we're going to have our own convention here.
Oh, that's fine. It's cool. I even said Miguel.
All the con kids.
So I don't know. We might. I didn't even prep him. I didn't say nothing, but I got Miguel's email and I sent him a link. So Miguel might even pop because he was at this convention too.
Awesome.
He popped in last time. Surprise! Remember that?
He popped in. Yeah.
He was funny, man. He was on fire.
He popped in and brought the flavor.
Oh, he did. Yeah, but he's probably still recouping, I think, from Monster Mania.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Waiting for Alyssa to send me the email in here. If you want. I'll tell you right now. I don't know if you don't want everybody to see. Hold on, let me see. I didn't know. I didn't get an email.
Oh. Did it go through? What'd she say? Did it go through?
Yeah, nope. I got to get the email from Alyssa, and then I'm going to send this out. And so we can send it. One shot. Get everybody on there with a link.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, what I'm saying is, I guess I'll touch on this now. So with conventions, to me, it's stale. They become stale because it's like, all right, there's only so many things you could do. And a lot of times too, if there's somebody in particular you want to meet, a bigger name, you're waiting hours online, and you meet it for like a minute. And it's just like,
if you're lucky.
If you're lucky. Any experience, Johnny had me laughing over here. I'm getting a little woozy over here. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Don't say that because you won't be back.
Yeah, just listen. You're right. But I'll tell you right now, it's gonna be a scream. It's gonna be a scream when we get Johnny and them on. But no, so it's just what it is. Like it's that for me. All right, Swift text. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if you want anybody else getting an email. So text it to Swift. Swift text it to me.
Yes, I'm going to text it in right now.
Okay, so I can get her email, get her on here. And oh, shut up. Come on, Fred. Why you got to say that? Waiting for Jimmy's internet to cut out again. Listen, we don't want to do that because the ghost is here somewhere. The ghost is somewhere.
Jimmy, you keep freezing with those crazy facial expressions.
That's not.
Yeah, it keeps catching them on the ill face. Tony Masari, I like what you're trying to do, Jimmy. You're trying to make it a special event to hang out with talent, talk to them, not just waiting on facts, all facts. This is what we're gonna do. Take one autograph and you're done. It is. It's like conveyor belt. It's assembly line, and you're treated like you're treated like cattle. You're herded like cattle to the slaughter.
No, well, I mean, Tony, and that's a point. And it's not. And again, it's not like I'm knocking it because I do like some elements of these conventions, and it's one of those elements and the key elements of which you guys both brought up. It's the hanging out with the people that you know in the community, getting to network with new people, and the vendors and the cosplayers. Like those elements are great. I love that part of it. But it's getting absolutely. Oh wait, hold on. There it is. It's getting absolutely ridiculous with some of the prices. Honestly, and this is again, all my opinion.
Some of these celebrities, so much money.
Yeah, it's and it's just going up from there. So like even when I'm trying to, like you guys already know, I'm trying to put something together. Next year we're going to be putting a couple things together. It's still crazy because I'm trying to make it where it's affordable for the fan. And this is what I'm working on. And if people don't want, ultimately, if people don't want to do the business because they don't feel like it's enough for them, then that's on them. I'm not gonna sit here and beat fans in the head with tickets and ticket prices. And I'm not saying the conventions are doing that. I'm just saying I'm not doing that.
That's not what we're gonna do at all.
And again,
it's not, fans are the most important.
It's the experience, bro. It's experience. Fans are, why am I gonna? There's gonna be options. Different layers. Like obviously, if we're having like a super VIP kind of experience, limited tickets for that ticket tier. But when you pay general admission, what general admission is getting you is only in the door, and that is not going to be the case for our events that we do. It's going to be a little bit more than just getting you in the door.
I can't wait for our event in April, man.
I mean, that one is a small scale event. I mean, that's just like the house that we're doing, the house of 1,000 corps. But
it's going to be epic.
Oh yeah,
it really is.
We got.
I can't wait to gear up as Baby Firefly again.
Yeah, listen, and this is going to be double trouble because you and Kristen are both going to be Baby, but two different versions of Baby. I think now.
Yeah,
I think you're going to be the baby that you were in the video that we did with the mashup, and she's going to be the baby with the jacket. I think there was a whole conversation we were talking about. So two different babies, but you guys are also going to be cheerleaders. I heard you may be cheerleaders.
Are we reenacting?
Yeah. Right before the movie starts, that's what I want to do. I don't know if I get the green light, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm finna tie you up, and I'm finna throw you on the stage.
People are just gonna walk in and they're gonna see me and Kristen tied up.
Yeah. I think I still remember. Oh, here he goes, Ilson.
LTV.
Hi.
What's up?
God almighty, Tony. I didn't know it was Gina Davis was that much.
Oh yeah. Everybody's complaining about the prices this go around.
And I gotta say this too. I honestly can't. It's like, who do you blame for that? I mean, it's knowing just a little bit. It's a little bit of both. The talent and promoters, but at the end of the day, there has to be we have to find a good median here. Alyssa!
Hi, guys.
What's up?
Right. How we
Can
doing?
y'all hear me by chance? Does everything come through on my end?
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
Because I have like this crazy ass setup with like XLR mics, and sometimes it's like, we can't hear shit. I'm like, all right, whatever you say.
What was that, Ilson? No,
Can't hear you.
Well, we can't hear you.
Welcome, guys. What's going on? We were just talking about pricing and stuff like that. With it's getting out of hand. It's getting a little crazy. But anyway, before we get into that, wait a minute, hold on. Scruffy Sparks now, Johnny Sparks. We got. Hold on, my internet connection. Freddie's probably sitting there like it's any minute now. Jimmy's internet connection. All right, no, but we're good. So, all right, let's go down. Alyssa, talk to us. Welcome back on the show. I know you've been on the show previously a while ago. It's been too long. But
I know. It's been a minute.
And that's my fault. But how was the experience at Monster Mania this weekend? How was your experience?
So I thought it was a lot of fun. Like, I really go now, I feel like, to see my friends and things like that because it's always the same vendors. It's kind of always the same people, like, that you can meet. And I really go to hang out with my friends and to cosplay because that's like our thing or whatever. But other than that, like I'm with the people that kind of say it's getting to the point of it being a little mediocre because it's kind of always the same thing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. That's me. And it's like it's rinse and repeat. It's like, what can you do that's going to be a little bit different? And that's why I don't think they're going to change it because it's a formula that's been working for so long for them.
Yeah.
So, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But, for fans, I think I'm not speaking on behalf of all the fans, but I'm speaking on behalf of a large majority that I speak to. We're just getting a little tired of the same routine. That's really it, and, you can have a lot of the same faces and the prices. It's like, especially for horror fans, the thing is we have limited amount of money, right? So we plan. Most fans, they plan all year for certain events to see certain people, and there's only so many people we can see at a convention.
And I feel like too at this point they keep like every year they raise the prices more and more, but they don't add anything or change anything to it. You know, like you always have the like Rocky Horror Picture Show, and you always have the like costume contest or the cosplay contest that I feel like is totally rigged. And it's just like the same thing over and over again.
That's it.
Like as a cosplayer who like prides myself in my cosplays, I've entered that costume contest 3 times as my Lady Pyramid Head, and I got beat out by like
got ripped off.
I got beat out by like a sexy Mothman cosplay. So like because you know, people who have a lot of followers or whatever, like they know that they're going to get exposure through that. So it's like, okay, it's just rigged at this point. So I don't even enter anymore, but like change it up a little bit, like add some new stuff to the like have panels and things like that. It's not just like, you know, a day full of like people signing autographs and all that stuff. Like most comic book conventions you go to, they always have panels with people. Why don't you ever do that? Like that's a pretty big staple, I feel like, at conventions, and you could bring a lot more people in that are interested in hearing about what these actors and actresses have to say, or doing Q&As. They don't ever do that.
Yeah, well, they don't do it enough. I know that. I know that they do have some panels from time to time. I don't know about Monster Mania,
but you have to know where the panels are. They're hidden. Like you have to know to go upstairs to go to the panel, and you have to know the time. There isn't exactly any signage that says, oh, make sure you check out XYZ at XY time. It's like you have to have the program in your hand and want to see the panel. There's no signage that says upstairs. You guys were all there. The panels are all upstairs. Have you ever once in your fucking life seen a sign that says, yeah, it's up there? It's like,
no.
Not at all.
And you know, it's strange because they had a Terrifier panel once for Terrifier 2, and like I was only told about it. No one knew about it. I mean, that was like, this is like 2 years ago. And I was like, why isn't this like being brought to the attention? Because I feel like it gets repetitive, but I don't know. Like I used to be a club kid in New York City. I used to go to the same 3 clubs every night. It was about hanging out with my friends versus going for like the bars and the drinks. We didn't pay for drinks, so that didn't matter. It's one of those things where the sanctuary of it all, a place to call home, is really what drives me back. My peoples, you guys. And the fact we film a little mini series there now with Black Af Films, where I get to be this reoccurring killer. So we've turned Monster Mania into like not only like a networking affair for Black Af Films, but we've turned it into a filming affair where we literally walk around the con and see people we know. We're like, hey, do you want to die tonight? And Ron will look at me. Ron will look at me and be like, yo, go hop in that Flicker costume, man. We got to do, like, literally he will walk up to me, and you can ask Betty. He has literally walked up to me and said, come on, we got to go kill someone. And like, I just stand up and I go in the booth, I pop out his Flicker, and we kill someone in a stairwell. And it's interesting because, you know, in nightlife, you don't get that. Like, you can't, you're screaming at each other to talk over the music. You know, I was a DJ, so I was the one playing the music. But over there, it's just like, we just grab people with followings and we're like, come on, man, you got to die in a movie. And they're like, all right, we're going to go die, you know, and we grab anybody and everybody. What'd you say?
Time to go die in the stairwell.
Yeah, I'll see you. The quote for Flicker is "See you in the stairwell, motherfuckers," because we kill everybody. If you want, I'll send you a link sometime. You can check it out, or you can play it here. But it's a really cool affair for me. I think horror cons are for an independent horror actor the ultimate networking affair, especially because that's something that I take advantage of that not really many people do. But ultimately, it's about the sanctuary, being like, I know this weekend I'm going to see Swift, Creepy Betty, Goddess of Death. I'm going to possibly see Trippy Hippie. I'm going to see and meet so many new people that it's really about that, because I agree wholeheartedly with the other part. It's a little stale, man. The vendors are cool. The vendors always have cool stuff, but we always see the same stuff because, you know, you can only do so much. And how many black T-shirts with logos on them can I own before I'm like, I need something with some style and flair to it, you know?
I need that one white shirt in the closet. I gotta have one.
Yes, I have one.
Because,
and it's an Evil Dead shirt, okay? It's an evil fucking Dead shirt.
I mean, this Easter Sunday, I'm not wearing this. I can't do it. That's it. That's no, but yeah, no, I hear you, man. I mean, it's just, and I love the vendors too, and it's the networking though. For everybody can agree on that. It's just hanging out with the people that you know in the community, creating some content. Ilson, like you were saying, I'm staying out of the stairwells. Now that I know you're doing this shit, I'm not going to the stairwell. And it messes it up for me.
Actually, Jimmy, we've been discussing how we do need to catch you in the stairwell sometime at Black Ave. It's almost your time, buddy. I know you you love the camera. Don't lie to me, baby. I seen the way you work that shit. Just like nobody else. I tell you what, we'll catch you in the stairwell, and we don't do light work. I'm talking, we slit throats and we have full blood pumps. This is like filmed with $3,000 cameras, like couple $1,000 audio equipment. This is a real production. Like, we have to color grade the video afterwards because it films in RAW, like you would film a Hollywood production. And you need to be in there, my friend. We need you to die.
I got a perfect way. I mean, get my microphone and hang me with my microphone from the stairwell.
Listen. I'm going to tell that to Ron, and Ron's going to come up with something that blows you out of the water, because I am but a vessel for our Lord and Savior that is the House of Black Ave. And I would love to have you on it. Actually, I think someone's already been on this, haven't they? From Horror 365. Isn't that right, Miss Betty?
Yeah, I was in an episode this weekend, and it'll be it's a good one.
The death is fucking brutal. Like she got Black and Blues on her because we don't fuck around at Black Ave. We fucked her up real bad, and we can't wait for you to show it.
Nobody got hurt wearing this.
We need to premiere it on here, perhaps. We could talk about that in private messages sometimes, because it will be some time before I get to that. I do the editing for it as well.
It's a short film?
It's all of 4 minutes. These things are like 4 minutes long. It's really short. It's 4 minutes, and it would be great. I could have the directors on here. I could be on here. Creepy Betty could be on here. We can make a big spectacle of it, and they've already agreed to this plan. You're the only one we need to get the okay from. I've got you well in my heart, Jimmy. I tell you, with all that I do. Anytime there's a place for Horror 365, I think of it.
Well, I appreciate you thinking about us, and I'm definitely more than happy to see what you guys put together with a 4 minute short film. Somebody dying. If we got the Creepy Betty death, of course.
I did. I died.
We've got 3 episodes out, but 10 in the can.
Oh no! And so there's episodes. It's not.
They're episodes. We find
people dying in the stairwell.
Yeah, man. The whole idea is there's the thing is, it's not a hotel, it's an apartment complex, and for some odd reason the elevators break, and the person.
Oh man, I'm sorry to cut you off. See, right there, that's the thing. My mother-in-law lives in the South Bronx, and if you guys know,
my mom's in the Bronx.
Okay, so you know Park Avenue 161 over there. Elevator. She's on the 15th floor. One time, I got stuck in that shit. Okay. It was between the third. It was like 13 to 4. It was on the 13th floor. I got to tell you, I was a little bitch in that. I never rode the elevator again. I'm taking this. I'm Rocky in this shit. I'm going up 15 flights. But now with you doing this, I have no stairs. I have no elevator. Now I got to scale the building like Spider-Man. This is not what I'm going to do. This is crazy. Johnny Sparks, thank you for jumping on here.
Yeah, Scotty looks like he's having some technical difficulties, but I think he's coming around. There we go.
Hey,
we
got Regina. What's up, G?
What's up, Breach?
Oh shit.
Nice. Gruffy.
What's up?
My man, look at this. He coming prepared. He got the axe. He got Monster Mania.
The gang's all here.
He's still in character.
That's it, Johnny. We're just talking about Monster Mania experiences this weekend, and you yourself, my man, look like an experience with that door that you were lugging around. Is Jack Torrance? Talk to us about Monster Mania this weekend, dude. I don't know if you heard.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Did you hear anything I just said? I don't think so.
Or not.
Johnny's on old man time.
Can you?
He got old man. He got his old man time.
You got the glasses on, John. Could you see?
Johnny, what's up, brother?
Got me. What's up? All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We hear you loud and clear.
All right. Awesome. So, Jim, say that again, please.
Oh, thank you, John. I just said a whole beautiful speech how you're the best man in the world and the best human being I know.
Nobody's buying that. Come on now.
You missed it. No, what I was saying is, John, you're talking about Monster Mania this weekend and your experiences everybody had at Monster Mania. You, my friend, you were an experience yourself with that door, Jack Torrance shining. Talk to us about your experience at Monster Mania and lugging his door around with you.
Well, I wasn't there for the convention, man. I was there to sell doors for Home Depot.
Oh, so you were vending.
That's it, man. Selling doors, selling casters, 2x4.
I hope you had a sponsor. Home Depot
precision wood cutting classes.
Exactly. Right. Right. Taking names for the wood cutting classes, how to build doors.
I signed up. I mean, I'm first. So there you go.
Okay.
look at that.
Home
There we
Depot
go.
Workshop. Home
Yes,
Depot
Johnny.
Workshop.
Johnny
There
and
we
Melissa over
are.
there. And we got John. I mean, you had the door. I mean, you were everywhere, man. You were Tar Man. I got some photos you sent me here.
Yep. Sunday.
Miguel.
Linnea.
Linnea.
You know, and it's and Tar.
Oh wait,
Tar
you
Man-
were
Alan.
Tarman that one
No.
year?
No.
That was you. Wow, that's really fucking nice, man. That's a cool ass costume.
That was me. But yeah, I started with that this particular cosplay back in I think 2018, and so yeah, it's
What an entrance.
it's gotten around a little bit. Rocked that bad boy in NYCC 2 years, and definitely gets a lot of attention for sure, especially with the music playing. And I got to do my little Tar Man walk for Alan. Gave me the 2 thumbs up. I said, "Be honest with me. It's Sunday morning. I'm a little stiff. Sad, yesterday was a long day, but I'm going to do my best." And yeah, he was a good sport. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Jack Torrance was a first-time cosplay for me.
Mhm.
I was hoping to have a Wendy, but I couldn't find anyone to do Wendy. Just
I'm
saying.
sorry.
No, it's
I'll
cool.
do it. I'll
Oh,
do it
like
next
damn, you was
time.
about to get in Jack.
Oh,
Torrance.
you should have asked me. I would have done it. I didn't dress up Saturday, but I would have switched my costume.
Well, Jimmy
JC.
won't have to do elevators. We'll take him out in the stairwell. The whole idea is he doesn't have to ride the elevator.
Jimmy can't do elevators. Jimmy's gonna be claustrophobic in the elevator.
No, listen,
Freaking out.
it's legit. I'm not going in an elevator. I'm not.
No,
doing
no,
it.
you don't have to. Don't worry.
I'm not going to stairs now either. If you're around,
Dude,
But yeah, we got to get you on there, man. I'm not even.
No, they're
Round
brand new
level,
elevators.
round level only.
Finally.
Round level only. That's it. I'm about to come with a rope, but one of those fucking movies, you know, the rope with the whatever the hell, I can't even think of the name right now. You're throwing it up. I'm climbing up the window. Like, come on, man.
I actually
Well,
entered the cosplay contest as Flicker. I went in. Nobody knew who the fuck I was, of course, but I actually entered the cosplay contest as the murderer, so that way people could like get a taste of what it looks like. No, of course, no one knew who the fuck it was, but
and he called you the wrong name too.
he called me the wrong name, so I took the mic from him. I was like, "My name is Flicker," and like the director who made it is like, "You're not supposed to talk." I was like, "Someone needs to know the fucking name of this thing." I'm sorry, man. Like, Ron's like, "Come on, man." I was like, "No, you tell him. Come on." He's calling me Liquor. The fucking name is Flicker. You spent $3,000 on a camera to
maybe he
have him
knows
call
what
the
you
wrong
do.
name.
Maybe he knows what you do on your free time. That's what. Anyway,
Exactly, right? He's confusing my hobby with my stage name, and it's just fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
fucking Johnny, man. I gotta get it real quick there, John. You in these cosplays, okay? I seen you Suicide Zombie. I heard the music, the party music. I seen you as Tarman, and who else was it that? Oh man, every cosplay you put together, man, you go like you take it to another level, dude. Like this one
Fluffy.
right here, Fluff. Oh, they're great.
Fluffy
You
is
guys did that great.
iconic.
How the hell do you? I see you, right? And no offense in this. The man, your size, your stature, lugging his fucking crate. Like, you know how much work your calf muscles, you got to look like you play soccer full time. It's impossible. It's like, it's wild, dude. And how you put it together, how you build these things. It's incredible, man. And
Thank you, Jim. Thank you.
know,
Yeah,
man.
it's a commitment. It's a massive commitment, not only getting the time to build them, to transport them, and then to keep myself physically fit enough to wear a monkey suit pushing around a box for 5 to 8 hours straight. And it's definitely, like I said, it's very taxing. And actually, 2 cosplay friends of mine over the weekend got sick because they got overheated. And we've actually seen at a couple of conventions, people pass out. They've had to call paramedics. So when you're covered from head to toe and it's warm in there and you don't realize you're getting dehydrated, and if you're not used to, that kind of activity, yeah, it's very taxing. And so it can definitely take a toll on you if you're not preparing, for the day. And so I do, I prepare myself for the week coming up, and I make sure I'm up to it. And but it's a lot of work. Thankfully, I ran into Swift when I got there late Friday night, and he was kind enough to help me out back and forth to the car with everything. So it was greatly appreciated. Of course, my brother coming through. And
You know how we do it, baby. You know how we
it,
do it.
Yeah.
Easy.
Commit to the bit.
Don't
Keep on
flex
going.
on camera, man. That shirt might just pop out, man. You might rip it.
Yeah, just one of the sleeves, man. I got to throw the thing out.
I'm telling you, man, you gotta be, and then you might get somebody on here. One of your, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about it, but anyway, go ahead, Johnny.
But no, it's funny. Swift was like, "This psycho really brought a door to the convention." He was looking at me like, but it was great. I tell you, a big part of, aside from the interaction, and I caught a little bit earlier what Swift was saying, inspiring the younger generation, the younger crowd, the kids that are there. It's also fun to see how the crowd gets involved. I walked away from the door for a second, and people were jumping right in there, taking pictures, coming through the door. You know, having that panel open up was the golden ticket. So many people had fun. Jim, do you have the video even with Miguel when we were doing?
I got that loaded up.
Doing
here. Something quick. Hold on 1 second. Let me find it right now. Where is it? Yep, this is it.
People can.
I'm taking a video. Yeah.
You guys did the "Here's Johnny." Yeah, just that itself, like you said, the door was its own event.
Yeah,
it was its own. It was its own entity.
I could hear him coming like from a mile away, just the music playing and everything, and I knew as soon as I heard it, I was like, "That's him."
Good girl, Regina.
Gotta have my.
What's up, JC? How you doing?
Hi, JC.
Hey,
Miss
JC.
you.
That's me. I took that.
But yeah, so it was a lot of fun and a lot of work.
Who did that?
I have to do better on the lettering, and I have to finish the lighting. I need to put better wheels on it, and I'm going to put the carpeting. I want to get some of that orange striped carpeting, place it around the bottom, and then on the back I had from the typewriter, "All work no play makes Jack a dull boy." Put some of the letters, some of the.
You should bring a motor
back.
on it so you could like drive it around instead of having to push it.
Well, that I'm going to be working on for the crate and then for the Tom Man barrel. So that's on it's on the table. So that'll be a big build.
Sorry,
it'll be a big build, but it's something.
Bearing wheels.
Yeah, they're all ball bearing wheels.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I don't know if it's the temperature. I don't know if some sawdust got into the bearings. They were giving me a really hard time. I don't know if there wasn't enough weight on them, because believe it or not, sometimes having more weight on them will allow it to roll better.
Bring some WD-40. That'll help you out.
Yeah, I did all of that. I put some special lithium grease in them, and sometimes it's just it gets stuck in a rut in the carpet because those carpets. I don't know how old those carpets are, but anyway, once I get rolling, I just kind of stay moving forward and just kind of tell everybody coming through, watch your back. I can't turn this thing, so it's always an experience to try to get through. And I actually made it through the vendor area. It took me about 3 hours, but I got all around the entire convention. I got all around the entire convention with that prop. So definitely for the first time out. And that's the thing too, Jim. Sometimes you don't really know how it's going to go, and you get out there and it's kind of like, all right. It's like, all right, let's see what happens, and you just kind of go with the flow. Well, hopefully the shit doesn't fall apart, while you're doing your thing. And so, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun.
It was definitely a nice touch with the speaker and the soundtrack. That was an awesome touch. That was phenomenal.
That was great. The music really made it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I'm going to need to drag a Christmas tree now. Because the new Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, I might get sued for copyright.
I mean, it looks that damn good, man.
Listen, we got the right to copy whatever we want.
True that.
Yeah, until you don't.
Hey, I'm not putting away my comment.
Some lawyers watching this saying, "Oh, really?"
Yeah. Well, listen. You know the old saying, "What's mine is mine. What's yours is ours." So,
or just use the forgiveness line, right? Don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness.
There you go.
Tell me none of you ever received a cease and desist letter without telling me none of you ever received a cease and desist letter. Really, what did you use to make the cut so clean, man? Do you just have like a steady hand with the blade, or did you have something? Because that, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a handyman myself. I don't sprinkler company. I work with my hands my whole life. The cuts were so clean. I have to ask, what was it? Did you go somewhere to get that cut? Or is that something that you did by hand, just like straight up with a straight edge, just like hold your breath the whole time, like when you cut wrapping paper with the scissor?
Dude, I can't tell you, man. I was bullets when I was making those cuts because
they were perfect.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was in the backyard freezing my ass off. Had the door laid out on two sawhorses.
Yeah, it was only 75 degrees outside.
Yeah, that was cold, man. I'm telling you.
At 4 a.m. At 4 a.m., mind you.
Yeah.
Right. That's it.
Knowing you, Johnny, you stayed up late doing all that.
It was 4 a.m. when I just got done painting it. Yeah, that's right. And
you get rolling around midnight. You get rolling around midnight, though. So
that's for sure. I get that second wind, and I get moving. But yeah, I used a fine cutter to make the cut out the panel, and then a little palm sanding, and yeah, that was it. It was very precarious.
The LEDs were cool too, man. They were everything was just like, from someone like I said who's into crafting, everything was just so like, it looked like something that could have been sold online as, you know how they sell like a pre-made cosplay type of affair. Yep. It looks like a prop that could have been sold, and if someone told me they paid like $300 or $400 for it, I would have been like, that was a great deal. You really fucking murdered it. Like the craftsmanship, like, well, everyone's looking at like, you know, the aspect of it being a 1-to-1. I'm literally looking at like how you made it so that way it was so stable, because we all know it's easy to make something be a display, but to push it around, move it, play with it, and have it still stay as one piece, that's a lot of integrity and ingenuity on your behalf. Man. And I just wanted to say, like, it was fucking cool, man. Like battery operated LEDs, you had all these little touches that had me like, God damn, like it was cool.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, because a lot of the time I don't even have a plan. The lights weren't even part of the plan. And once I realized that there was room inside the door, I was like, you know what? I'm going to put lights in here. And that's why.
It's always Johnny. He's got these like crazy cosplays, and then like I come in with my cosplay, I'm like, damn, I suck.
Yeah, he just blows us all out of the water.
Yeah,
stop it. No, you all bring it in your own way, and the things that you do with your cosplays and stuff, and the makeup and everything, like that your pyramid head.
I love that.
That when I saw that, I was like, and Marissa, the way everything she does is badass, and so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. No, they really are. And so that's the nice thing, is everybody brings their own specialty to the table and their own characters. And collectively, I mean, I just can't even imagine. I was having this conversation with somebody the other day that doesn't even go to the conventions, just about like the costumery and everything and the workmanship that goes in. Like, if you go to NYCC and you have thousands, possibly tens of thousands of cosplayers, and the workmanship and everything you see there, it's just, me as a cosplayer, I don't go to NYCC every day and cosplay because I want to go around and look at all the other costumes and cosplayers and just admire the work. It really brings a whole other element to an atmosphere to these events. And so, I can't imagine an event without them.
And you know what? I mean, either now, because like I said, it adds another layer, like you also just stated, and you guys are amazing. I give everybody who throws on a costume a ton of credit. John, you brought out the point, just the heat alone, that the mask is coming off in the first 5 minutes. I can't do it. It's hard enough to walk around with a blazer like this, but you guys, I mean, the creativity that goes into this too, and the detail that I see some of you guys have, pretty much all of you have, but obviously with these cosplays, incredible. So I'll give you a lot of credit, seriously.
And also,
I have one cosplay of Eddie Munson.
Cosplay now? You said what? I'm messing with you, brother. Did I freeze again? I'll just think.
No, I can see you. You're fine.
I think we're okay. Yeah, and that's one of the things. A lot of the negative feedback that I've seen on the Facebook pages about Cherry Hill in particular is, as we start getting into the warmer weather, it's very hard to keep that place cool. And especially in the photo op room. And I remember last year when I was there was a girl that got sick on the line next to me, and because it was so warm in there. And so yeah, and then she wasn't even a cosplay; she was just regular.
Every August, the air conditioner breaks, and then it magically gets fixed after we all
ridiculous.
Leave. It's so weird. Not a coincidence at all.
No, they just have a shitty system. It's not adequate enough.
Yeah, it's a simple.
The last one too. Like we were just like, it was hot all the time. That's venue's not properly equipped for cooling that
For,
sort of
but-
body heat.
thousands
The
of
case,
people
then take
standing
all
in that
that
lobby.
money- take all that
But
money
knowing
they
that-
used for couches and put it towards a better air conditioning system.
Yeah.
You definitely need it in August, like
But-
especially in that convention. Jeez.
Knowing that the coordinators of the event are supposed to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you about the coordinators of these events? They don't care.
Yeah,
They,
they're a little.
they just want their money.
Well,
They're
Yeah,
definitely
because when we
you
came
know what?
out,
I'm sorry. The truth of the matter is, like, I'm not going to say it because I don't know if it's fact or not. But my opinion, Swift, to your point, if this is an issue that happened before and it's still not corrected, and Alyssa, to your point, the fact that you could spend money on other things, why not make it comfortable for the people that are coming out to your event, that are buying tickets to your event? Why not make it comfortable for them? Because this is the problem, though. This is the problem. They are catering, and I'm saying they because I'm not targeting anyone specifically, but promoters are catering to talent more than the ticket holders. And it needs to be honestly equal. It has to be equal. You have to, personally, in my opinion, you got to cater to the fans, the ticket holders, more than anybody else because they're
Absolutely.
coming to your
Well,
event.
I also heard too, not to cut you off, but I heard that like the people, like the actors and actresses and the fame that would come, they used to stay in the hotel, and now they don't even stay in the hotel anymore.
Some of them do.
I heard a vast majority of them don't, though. So like they're adding group blocks like at discounted rates for. I heard they added like an extra block this time because they had so many people staying in the hotel. Well, if you have that many people staying in the hotel and that many reoccurring people, you should have enough money to fix a system that has had constant problems.
That's true. That's
Coming
very
back,
yeah.
And
I mean, I'm
they-
surprised to see the elevators were replaced. Finally, I mean, they were at the point of literally falling out of the building, and they finally replaced the elevators. So that was nice to see, at least.
and they shut off room service too. My mom tried calling for room service, and they don't pick up when we're doing cons anymore over there. We get a
Oh,
room.
really?
I get a room every night at Cherry Hill at an extremely inflated rate because they know they can take me for it. There's like $100 to $150 more a night for Monster Mania Con, even with the group blocks, which is really nothing. As someone who's priced out that hotel with my mom, because she's the one in charge of that shit, she's like, yo, they just like bang you over the head. And then they wouldn't even pick up phone calls for room service
Terrible.
because it was so over. And, I had to go downstairs. I was on the 14th floor. I had to go downstairs, order from the bar, wait for the bar, try to remember to go back to the bar while I talk to 19 people, bring my mom her food back upstairs. It's like, fuck, man.
yeah,
like,
but even the bar, the
Yeah.
service takes forever. Like we've
Yeah.
sat there for how long, and like they forget about us, and we're like, okay, well, we're just gonna leave. like,
Yeah.
We're
you
just
know
gonna
what I
leave without
mean? Like,
paying.
and they've made mistakes. Like it feels like they're just so rushed, and there's so many people that like they don't either have enough staff or they just don't pay attention enough, and then like things get missed. Like
Yeah.
They're
Marissa and
overwhelmed.
Regina, they both ordered meals and only one of them got a meal. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's like it needs to be better organized, better communication, and it's just not there.
Yeah, they need to upgrade a lot of things. The whole, the whole thing is starting to feel a little tight, but only at the Cherry Hill location, and that's a shame because that has its own built-in ecosystem. When you go to Edison, you can't do anything when it's over. There's no bar to go to. There's no hotel.
Yeah.
They literally have like the coolest setup possible, and they're just like dropping the ball.
And that's
And I
the same
feel
with
bad.
Oaks too. Oaks is a huge convention center, and I personally like Oaks a little bit better because you're not so congested. There's
Yes.
more vendors, there's more opportunity to meet other people because it's in a bigger area, right? It's in Oaks. So like you're getting Pennsylvania and New Jersey and New York too. But like there's also not the bar scene or anything like that, but there's a lot of restaurants and stuff you could go to after. But
Yes.
it gives
Yeah.
more opportunity for you to meet new people because it's so much bigger.
That's why Cherry can get away with all of these things because, and it's true, despite all of these issues, it really is the most comfortable place, and it's not too big. You can get everywhere pretty quick. You come down out of the elevator, you're right there in the event.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And so
It's great.
it
You
really
can
is
bring
out
your
of
board
all.
back upstairs.
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Out of all the different locations, Cherry is my favorite. It's centrally located also for everybody. And
Yeah.
it's the coziest. And so that's what I like about it. and that's why it's a packed house. Every show almost
Yeah.
sells out or does sell out, and despite all of these issues, they'll still sell out and fill the house and be wall to wall.
Yeah.
I don't think this past weekend sold out though, because I still saw weekend passes available on Saturday, which is very strange because usually it sells out like at least a week before the event. They'll sell out, but it didn't this time.
Wow.
It could be the
And
guest.
tables are crazy too. You have to be reserved on a table. If you wanted to buy a table at Monster Mania, you can put a deposit down, but you only will get a table if someone else falls out first, because that's actually the biggest horror con in the East Coast is the Cherry Hill one when it comes to vendors, apparently.
Right.
And they fight tooth and claw. I have friends who are celebrities who can't get tables because, and I'm talking smaller level celebrities. I have friends who have got to fight it out. I had a friend who she wanted a table this weekend and she happened to find out by accident.
Michelle, right?
Yeah, Michelle.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's like, I'm sorry, you can say her name. I'm not a big fan on name dropping, but I was like, I have a friend who is like that, Michelle. And she was just kind of like, I can't tell you what I had to do to get this table. And like, I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. But even other vendors are like, nah, man, you can't get a table unless someone falls out or you're getting the email that tells you, hey, you can do this.
You have to be grandfather. Yeah, you have to be grandfathered in kind of, because immediately right after the show, they allow the vendors to recommit to the next show, to the August show.
Yes.
And everybody just immediately.
Like it's always the same people, right? So it's the same vendors and it's always the same people that show up. Like, how much could you possibly be like selling as a vendor? Like, speaking as a vendor myself, I've never vended at Monster Mania, but other conventions I've vended at. If it's like Monster Mania, it's the same guests and the same people, like, and you're selling the same things. How could you possibly?
Well,
be
remember
selling?
the vendor might be the same, but they change their merchandise.
Yes.
Because I have a lot of friends that vend there every show, and they add new things, they change the merchandise.
I just
And
feel like
so
I always see the same stuff. Maybe it's just me.
they add like, let's say, there's a new franchise or a new movie. Now they're selling merchandise.
Yeah.
That's from that franchise, new movie. And then you have the classics. There are always still people looking for Michael Myers stuff, Jason stuff, Freddy stuff, Leatherface.
Because I've been going like 15 years, and I feel like at this point it's all the same. Like,
think about it this way: if those vendors weren't making money, they wouldn't come back.
They wouldn't do it. Yeah.
And so, and if you ask any of them, and you said you were a vendor and vendors, ask them, and they'll tell you they do really well. And they're established. People know them. So actually being a repeat vendor, people will look for them and they'll go online and they'll search them out and they'll actually sell more, so the more they're there, they're established. And like a regular business, like an annual business, they're there.
Advertising.
It's absolutely. And so if they weren't doing good business, I don't think they would commit, because from what I understand, it's not inexpensive to buy those spots.
$400.
I think it's like $400 for the weekend.
Yeah. Plus hotel, plus travel, plus making all your stuff.
It adds
to sell,
up. It does.
Plus food.
Like me as a vendor, like I've done like a 3-day event. So I've done like Geekdom and stuff like that, and like those are like $150, and like then you have to add into account like food. Airbnb or hotel, and then you have to put that into effect, like what you're taking out of your profit. So like, I mean,
add up
it
all
does
your overhead.
add up.
Add up all your overhead, and you have to see what you actually make and if it's worth all the effort. And so, and I give you credit. I give anybody that's a vendor credit. It's a lot of work and planning and traveling to go to all of these shows, set up, break down, deal with customers that come over. You'll have something marked for $25 and say, oh, can I have it for 10? So you get a lot of that.
They think we're a market. Yeah, barter
I'm doing it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And deal.
So to me, I don't mind, I would pay a few extra dollars and give it to a small business and have it right then and there, and not have to pay shipping and sales tax and all of that stuff, and support a small family business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, I give the vendors a lot of credit, and especially the ones that work between shows to make all this new stuff that they make. My friend's mom is a vendor, and not only she sews things, She crafts bags. She makes wreaths, and she bakes all this fantastic stuff. I was like, I don't understand. How do you do it? I don't understand. It took me like 4 days to just cut open a panel on a door. How do you do all of this? How do you do all of this stuff? It's amazing to me.
I mean, but they prep.
And,
that's the other thing too. They set this up for. They know this is coming in March. Like, you know, it's clockwork. It's like, all right, so I got to have this product for this, and it's like they start prepping months in advance. I feel like.
I know, but Jimmy, I make a mess making eggs.
Making there's no excuse for that, especially now price is too high.
Yeah, right. Well, that too, but right. Well, that's another thing. People don't factor in the material costs are more expensive for everybody.
Yeah,
whether they're whatever it is that they're making or producing. So if you see what they actually make on an item after all the overhead is factored in, you know, I would hope that it's worth it enough.
That's why I don't do conventions myself that are like too far where I have to get an Airbnb. I'll usually do ones that like I can drive to every day.
Mm-hmm.
But like even me, like I make jewelry and
That's
stuff.
right, Regina.
And
that's right. That's right, babe.
And I make jewelry and stuff, and it takes me, you know, like I start a month ahead before our convention so that I can have enough, you know, inventory and stuff like that for people to buy, because like what's the point of paying, you know, $400 or $500 for a spot and not making enough stuff, and then you're not paying, you're not making any profit because of the overhead and all of that. So yeah.
I got to tell you about the unsung hero vendors that a lot of people look past because it's just not something they think about. And now I happen to be a part of them. Is Black Hat Films who started buying tables at these cons. The film company that I mess with that, you know, makes Flickr. You know, those are the people that I really kind of bleed for, because, you know, I see it now for us, and I see it for those people. Like, you guys might not even like, I promise you can name a lot of vendors, but I don't think any of you could really name any of the production companies that buy tables at that to sell 0 DVDs or 0 shirts. It is literally a $400 advertising expense that we just write off at the end of the year. It's like the unsung hero of the con, because there's none of them really at Monster Mania, because the cost and the grandfathering in is just not worth it. But we have a table at NJ HorrorCon coming up in AC, and it's one of those things where it's literally we show up just to advertise. Like, if people buy a DVD of our movies, that's cool. If people buy one of our sweatshirts or our shirts, that's great. But we go in there literally knowing this is just part of the infamous 13 places people have to see your name before they take you seriously, because you have to be seen in 13 places before anybody will take you seriously with your business. I know this is a small business with 200 plus customers. They're like, I've seen your business before. I've seen this. I've seen that. And we have to do that over here. And I always feel like they're the unsung heroes, because you have these guys who are just like sitting at the table knowing goddamn well 80% of the con is going to walk past them. And I go up to every single one of them, introduce myself and say, hi, I'm so-and-so. I show them a highlight reel of what I can do. I take a card from them. And sometimes I land a gig with them. Sometimes they were just, you know, like an overnight type of thing where they tried it. It didn't work out. But it's one of those things where I feel like they're the unsung heroes and the vendors, because you just walk right past them.
I'm going to cut you, but listen, you need to do that. If you have a business, you got to promote. You got to invest in your business.
Absolutely.
That's the same thing like what we have with Horror 365, what we're going to be doing coming back at conventions. Whether we get a spot or not, I'm handing out cards. You know, you have to promote.
I do, man.
You have to promote yourself. Who the hell else is? You know. So, you know, you got to wait
for some events to buy tables at, by the way. We've been talking a lot about that at Black Ave. We've been talking about, I've been like showing them who you are and your whole event. And I was like, they're going to start coming out swinging soon. It wouldn't hurt for us to kind of, you know, lean into this and get tables there, because they have a following. And we all, you know, I showed everybody everything. Like, I'm talking, we all sat down and I showed them who you were and what you do and how you let me come on this platform. So I want you to know I'm really excited for those events, because we want to buy tables at them.
And it's not even for me, man. It's not even about you buying a table. It's about being around good people. Anybody coming out that I know that I mess with, and you know, like that are just I know are just genuine human beings coming out supporting. Love is love. If you got something going on and I can support it and I can promote it, it's
absolutely.
Free to throw something in the stories. It's free to drop something on the page. You know, it is what it is, man. Teamwork makes the dream work. I said that. We all have our own thing going on. And
yeah, absolutely. Collaboration is what it's about. I mean,
there's like hundreds of flyers on the tables in the main lobby area of Monster Mania of like all different things. Because Swift and I were like looking at all of it, and there's like, it's just like they just take like 10 to 15 flyers and just put them on the tables, and like, you know,
they're on every floor by the elevators.
Exactly.
You remember me? I passed out LTV pins. Remember when you first met me? I was passing out all the pins.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's right. And my stickers, like I 3D printed those pins.
right
like
here.
you said.
I still
Thank you very
have
much.
it.
Actually, if you look at
Whoa.
Actually, man, I like
Nice.
I like that getup, the design. I do.
thank you.
That's very
Yeah,
nice.
no, it's a 3D pin. It prints white, and I have to paint it myself. That's all hand painted with acrylic markers. And just like you, I have to factor in. All right, it takes like an hour and a half to print 14 pins, and it takes 3 hours to color them or whatever. How am I going to have enough ready now that LTV is kind of dormant because acting took off more than my YouTube channel, which I didn't fucking see coming. I'm like whatever about it, so that's why I don't promote it anymore. But again, it's all about teamwork makes the dream work. Like you showing me
I
that pin
cherish
just made my
mine,
fucking day.
I still have it. I know you put a lot of work into it. I still have it.
Fucking love you. This is why I fucking you
Alyssa
people.
keeps everything.
I keep
Alyssa's a hoarder.
everything.
Yeah, no,
Literally.
but it's just a really cool thing to see that. So thank you. That like made my night. Thank you very much.
I gotta get one. I feel left
Oh,
out.
I have plenty left over, Jimmy. Don't worry. Maybe we can make that part of your death in the stairwell. That would be kind of cool.
It's, hey,
Damn
listen,
LTV pins in your fucking eye. Be like, do you see me now, motherfucker? Like,
maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Just eye popping out. LTV.
We lost Creepy Betty.
dude,
What
I
happened?
ripped this past weekend. I ripped someone's eye out and fed it to them, and then shoved my thumb in the hole and twisted it. We're brutal. Like this was not insinuated. I'm talking
Sorry.
literally model eyeballs and everything.
There
Like,
you are.
You're good there, Creepy Betty. Creep.
Yeah, my family was talking to me.
Il-
today.
Ilse.
Hey guys, I hate
Yeah,
to
what's
cut
up?
out. I hate to
Yeah.
cut out on you guys, but I got a dip. I got some responsibilities to do, and I got to wake up early for
Boo,
work. So
boo.
I appreciate you guys having me, though. I love you guys very much, and I'm going to keep
Good-
you
good
guys
to see
up
you,
and
Alyssa.
talk
Bye.
and chat.
Bye,
Liz.
Liz.
We love you,
Bye.
Alyssa.
Bye,
Thanks
dog.
for coming in, goddess of death. Thanks for coming in.
Guys, bye.
Hey,
Good night.
I'm paying
what
some
were you about to say,
visitor off today.
Scruffy? What were you about to say, brother?
Oh, so what I did was on the door, I put our IG and Facebook handle for the Hard
Absolutely.
365, and so if you
Did you
ever
really?
cosplay, it was on the backside
Yeah.
with the typewriter type.
Yeah,
typewritten.
I actually saw that. I thought that was a nice touch. As usual, everything you do is a very nice touch.
So thanks,
I
man.
wish
Thank
I could
you.
think like cosplay isn't really my thing. I do Eddie Munson, and that's a hit. And I have a 6 foot tall pale girl Terrifier costume that my mom handmade for me a month
No
after
kidding.
Terrifier 2 came out. That shit went over so well.
Nice.
They brought me to the Terrifier table personally to take
Wow.
pictures with
It
everybody.
was iconic.
It was, and it's like it's because it's a gender bender. You know, I'm a 6'2" pale girl. Like that shit. That's like I promise you, I'm like at least 10 people's sleep paralysis demon in that fucking. house. Like, there are people who can't close their eyes at night without going to therapy. Like you understand, it was crazy. He's got like this big nose, and then he's like this tall guy. What the fuck? Like
I first met you in that cosplay. I was like, this is insane.
That's why
yeah,
we're-
no, that
we're-
was a lot of fun. I think it's really cool. And, you know, I have my own like Eddie Munson thing, but that's like, come on, man, look at me, that's a fucking shoe. But it's definitely.
You got
Hey,
that
that's a good
wrestler there,
way.
dude. You got that
What?
wrestler there going, man.
I was actually supposed to try and be a wrestler, but that's a story I'll tell you another time. I got talked out of it by Captain Lou Albano's brother, but I'll tell you that story in private sometime.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, otherwise your spine would confused 2 different ways by now, man.
Yeah, man, no, that's why I didn't do it. I was like, you know, he told me.
Yeah.
My brother broke all 10 fingers before he could ever feed himself, let alone his family. And I was like, you know what? I'm crazy, but I'm not stupid. So when I was 14 years old, I was like, no.
Right.
No, I know.
Got a good idea. Good idea.
But going back to Tony Masari, the birthday boy himself,
Happy birthday, Tony.
he asked us
Happy
about
birthday.
he asked us about
Did
Chiller
work.
Theater.
Happy birthday.
The Chiller Theater Con is awesome.
I
It's
never been
more
to Chiller.
Never been.
yeah,
No?
it's cool. It's more pop culture-ish though. It's all facets of pop culture. It's horror, action films, TV shows, and everything. And on NJ HorrorCon, it's a smaller one. That was actually my first HorrorCon. Before that, I've been to like Comic Cons and stuff like that.
Yeah,
NJ
it's cool.
HorrorCon, NJ HorrorCon was my first HorrorCon I've been to, and I liked it. I liked it back then.
Yeah, we film flickers at those too. We have a lot of fun with those. Those are easier to get tables at. We have tables at those. We can get those and like we can literally get those the day before.
Yeah, the day
Because
before.
unfortunately,
Yeah, 'cause
that
it's
con
nasty.
is on the decline. It used to be 3 hours long. Now it's it used to be 3 days long. Now it's only 2. And unfortunately, they extended the time of the con. They thought that was the cost-effective means. But who wants to stay at a con until 7 o'clock when it starts at fucking 11 or 10?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
There's
we
only
had
so
to
much
grab
you can do.
You know,
Swift,
we
did
had
you
to grab
go
someone to
Atlantic
film.
City or
They had to
or
wait.
Edison?
Both of them are now only 2 days. Atlantic City is only 2 days. That's why the tables got cheaper. They dropped it down to 2. And to my understanding, NJ HorrorCon was created due to a rift originally to the people of Monster Mania, and one person went off on their own and created NJ HorrorCon, and it was doing good for a while, but it seems to be on the decline. I'll be quite honest with you. If you want my opinion, it's the Stream and Terrifier guys keeping that alive, because we know all of them like locally as like the local heroes. And a lot of people come out just to hang out with them. And there's never really any crazy lines for any celebrities there. So I hate to say it. If you want to go to NJ,
I gotta agree, Ilson. I'm gonna go on the record and say this, man, because I have no hair on my tongue. And be honest with you, I'm not a fan of the New Jersey HorrorCon. I'm not a fan of the organizer. I'm not a fan of anything to do
you
with
are
that
the
event.
900th person to tell me this exact. I do this exact
I'll
in
see it live.
other ways.
I'll say it to their face, and I don't like any of them personally.
Oh shit!
And I will say
No, people all the time are like, F so and so. I'm not doing that. I'm like, okay.
Let me finish
whatever,
this real quick.
I don't know.
I'm gonna finish this story real quick.
Mhm.
Okay, the talent that come out there, I respect them and I appreciate anybody that show. And I don't want to knock it because of the talent and the vendors. Okay, but there's a couple people, that work with them behind the scenes, or even if it's certain people associated with them. I don't get along with them, and I don't like how they move. Let's just leave it at that. And anybody that goes to that convention, hey, listen, I'm not knocking. I'm not saying don't go. I'm just saying this is my opinion, and that I will never show up there but one more time. And leave it at that. Monster Mania, probably pop in there one time, another time or two. The end of the day, I'm not conventions in general. I think it's a great experience for people to come out there and to network with people. There's vendors work so hard on their product, and they prepare all year round. The cosplayers, you guys, for me, that's what makes the conventions. You guys, that's it. Johnny, Marissa, Swift, Ilson, everybody that comes out, the fans make the conventions. The vendors, the cosplayers. You guys are everything.
Absolutely.
You know what?
Dude,
and that's
the
why,
best
for
part.
me personally, that's why I go. Not
The
even
cons are for the cosplayers.
Yeah, I mean, listen, not even for the talent. There's some talent I'll see. I'm not going to sit here waiting 3-4 hours online just to get an autograph and spend $1 million and just have a minute with that person. No, I want an experience, and that's why what we're doing here, what we will be doing, is experience. And again, I'll keep saying this because somebody out there is going to nitpick it, pick this apart and dissect. I'm not telling anybody not to go to conventions. I am just stating my opinion, okay, and how I feel about them. But anyway,
bottom line, you need to make improvements to the process. That's it. You're paying top dollar, and you're getting a subpar product. Bottom line, improve the experience. Improve the experience. Make us want to come back, and stop just taking our money and just it works this way. No, you got to keep us coming back, or we on your neck.
Hey man, look, I only go to hang out and like I said, network, and it's kind of surreal because people I don't know, man, like last con I was at, you start gaining a little bit of traction in this whole thing, and people are like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." They're like, "I'm a huge fan." I was like, "I'm sorry, what do you mean?" They're like, "I know who you are. You're Ilson. I've watched your movies." And I'm like, "Okay, let's not put me in this echelon. Let's just take pictures of friends." And it's interesting. I had one person say, "I can't believe you're standing in front of me." I was like, "What do you mean? I'm here every fucking con. How could you not?" But that's it's the experience of the community that really brings me back. It's not. I've gotten 2 autographs in my life. Sam Raimi on my 3D printed Evil Dead cabin, which I had to get. And one day the space with Bruce will be filled. And the other one was Tom Atkins from Halloween 3. And that's it. I've never paid for an autograph. I don't really take pictures with celebrities. I'm just not my thing. I have a friend who goes on treasure hunts, and he's like, "I'm going to get all these people to sign this." And I was like, "That's so cool that you enjoy the experience." I can't relate. That's
because you are the celebrity.
I mean, I don't really even like saying that because someone commented on my Facebook. They're like, "Thank you so much for stopping to take a picture of me and my son. He's such a big fan of yours." I was like, "I don't want you to ever feel like you can't come up to me because of who I am. What, you think is I'm in some indie horror films and I have a couple things on my IMDb. I'm somebody fucking special."
Especially if you have cash or a credit card on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right
Right.
up.
Why not? But I was just like, look,
now accepting PayPal, credit card, Venmo. Come on over.
you're standing there and someone's like, oh, we're going to go stand online for so-and-so. But before you know it, we'll be standing in line for you. And it's like, I'm not really sure, but that's what I love about it. The community, the fact I'm building something there. It's
but
definitely
those are the
not about,
interactions, bro. Yeah. Those are the
it's
interactions
beautiful.
that
And then I see
make
somebody
it all
like you who has
interesting.
this kick-ass thing that I'm marveling over it because like everyone's like, wow, it looks so good. And I'm like, how did you cut this? We're seeing two different pictures. And I think it's really cool because in my opinion, you're probably way more well-known than me. And I think that's fucking awesome because you've earned your right. You've paid your dues.
Not really. It's the
player.
characters. Really, it's really more the characters. For the first couple of years, nobody even could put a face to the characters because I was never really. I didn't really socialize too much. We cosplayed all day, and then we'd be beat, we'd be tired. We'd go up to the rooms and crash. We come back down and cosplay. So for the first couple of years, many people didn't put two and two together until I started getting socializing a little bit out of costume more. Yeah, and people be like, "Oh, that was you in the crate. That was you into this, you into that." And so that's that's the one thing that I like is that you start to connect those dots. And it's funny, I was just talking to Regina the other day. I think I was mentioning to everybody that the Monster Mania tickets for August went on sale. And I asked her if she was going to go. And she said she wasn't sure yet. She was going to wait to see the guest list. And I said, and so we were talking, and I said, "She's
going to be there. Be quiet, Regina."
I know, not calling. I'm not calling you out, Regina. I'm just saying no. But we had a good conversation, and I said, it doesn't matter to me who. I don't need to hear a guest list because my concern is I get to see all you guys.
Yeah,
I just go for my friends.
Hopefully they have a nice guest list. That's fine and all, but to me, as I don't need to know one guest name. I said my friends or my family friends are going to be there. That's why I want to be there. And so, because it's always a great time. I don't need to know. And if they have great guests, even better. So for me, that's the experience. I look forward to seeing everybody. And like you're saying, and the interactions that you have with with random people, I've had people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, you can always tell who's new at a convention." They're kind of like a little very slow to approach you. Yeah, like, "Oh, are we allowed to take a picture of you or with you?" I'm like, "Of course."
How much is it?
And then and then some people have offered me money. They're not sure if they're like, is it customary to tip? I've had people try to hand me money. And I'm like, no. I'm like,
told you, Regina.
Let's see.
Regina, we know you're going.
I'm on the yes list.
Yeah, Mazel
about the experience. It's about the experience, not the people. I mean, not the celebrities. I love it, and I think it's great because I brought someone. I told someone to come to the first con, their first Monster Mania, the last one. I met them at NJ HorrorCon. He's like, "Have you heard of Monster Mania?" And they were a first-time flyer. They rolled through with their friend, and they had a fucking blast, And they're like, "I'm probably going to come for more days next time." So I agree with you on that sense of like. Not only a first-time flyer, but I got to witness someone who I told about, and they came, and I thought it was the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Isn't that great?
Oh, shit, they came. Wow. But yeah, definitely, it's definitely more about the people for us than it is the celebrities.
It's like this. Like I look at it. I don't mean to cut you off, John. I look at it like this because I'm by no means calling like myself this is huge promoter out here, but as a fan, I know what fans want. I know what experience I would want if I go to an event, and I want to provide that.
You're being humble, Jim. You're the best. Come on.
You're awesome. I think you got some cool visions, man. There's a reason why I want to work with you so badly while you're on the ground floor of this, because once that elevator starts moving, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch you, So I'm definitely
always be able to catch me, bro. Anybody doing something positive, I see you. Don't think anybody goes unnoticed. I see everybody on here, even Horror 365. Like Tony. Tony's watching right now. Tony's been supporting this day one. On his birthday, spending time.
Happy birthday, Tony! Again,
happy birthday,
Tony. I see Jay Rogers. I see Cody Dempsey. I see Victoria Benson. I see these people comment day in and day out, or like posts that I pop up on here, or one of us pop up on here on Horror 365. I pay attention, and believe me when I tell you, once we start getting rolling. You guys, I'm going to hook you guys up because love is love, and I appreciate the support. And the bottom line is, at the end of the day, for me, it is a business, and I'm trying to make this into a bigger business. But I'm never going to forget the fans and why I started this, because of the love, of what I'm doing here, because of the love of horror, because we're celebrating the 365, baby. And you know what it is? What I want to tell you guys is, again, back to that point, with these events, doing it as a fan myself, I don't have, like a lot of the other people, I don't have big budgets or a tremendous amount of resources. I just have one thing. Actually, two things that a lot of others don't have. And number one, that's passion behind it and work ethic. Relentless. I'm not going to stop.
And you got the Avengers, baby.
Well, the event, that's the most important thing. I got the 18
right
here. You know that, come on, Swifty Cent, Johnny Sparks, Josh Hard, Daddy Kersey, the Final Girls, everybody on the Creepy Betty, Kristen, Steve, King of the Roman Empire, Matt, Ruby, Creepy Pouring, Freddie, Big Freddie, Machete now, Lawrence, I got
Ian the Wolfman.
Looney Lawrence, Ian the Wolfman, can't forget him. Everybody on the team here, man, and the fans and people that show us love. Not going to forget, and this is about, again, the experience, what I keep talking about, because I don't want to spoil it, but I'm telling you guys, once we start getting rolling and people start seeing the kind of events that we are putting together, it's going to change the whole dynamic. It's going to be, like the paradigm shift is swift, my man said over here. Okay, that's what it's going to be, man. And I'm not saying it's going to be, Jimmy's saying that's it. He's killing conventions. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we're offering something different. And in my opinion, better. So that's it. And I'll say it with my chest because I'm confident. And then nobody, and I'll say this right, anybody watching this, there's no promoter or organizer out there that is going to walk that aisle like Jimmy J, baby. There's nobody. I don't see you doing promos. I don't see you being a maniac on the screen promoting your events. What are you going to drop a graphic? You're not going to grab a mic. You're not going to do it like
I do. Maniac, Jimmy.
Woo! You're not doing it. That's it. Because I live it.
Well, Jimmy,
I breathe it. I am it. All your promoters. I'm coming for you, baby. Woo! Anyway.
Limo driving, high flying.
I'm the school bus taking. Okay.
No. Now he's getting hyper, Jimmy.
I'm the hoopty driving, never airplane flying, not getting on the elevator or the stairwell if Ilson's around either.
I fuck with you because of that, man. You got energy. You have crazy
you focus
energy.
on quality over quantity, Jim, and that's the important thing. Because if you do an event, you'd rather have, let's say, 200 or 300 people leaving grinning ear to ear rather than 3,000 or 30,000 unhappy or kind of semi-happy. So if you have even an event for 100 people and you fulfill their evening and you make it worth every penny and then some, and they're thrilled, that's more important. And so, eventually that stuff will come.
I will. This is
yeah, Jimmy, I want to tell you that's your leg up. It's something I really respect about you, not to like ride your dick momentarily, but you and I have something that's really in common. When I would sign up for these films to do the Indiegogos, before I was getting roles through directors, I was buying these spots, right, to die in films. And the thing that got their attention was the fact that after I would buy this, I would go make a promo video for their Indiegogo and be like, look who's going to be in this film, XYZ, basically what you did. And that's what got me over. Like being a promoter, opening my mouth, being loud, being like, that's why I identify with you a lot as like a fellow artist, because I'm the exact same way. I'm the only one out here, like outside of you, that's just fucking screaming at the top of my lungs what I'm doing, how you can get involved, why you should get involved, where you can go, and more importantly, who is it going to benefit? An independent filmmaker who really could use the money, and it's not going to go up their nose. It's going to go into like a light or something like that. And it's because we draw attention to ourselves, but not just ourselves, but whatever we're affiliated with, in a way that people are like, it's clear this guy cares about the thing that he's talking about. He doesn't just care about himself on a camera. And that's why I really fuck with you. And I really admire your work ethic, because I have a similar one. Like if you check my YouTube channel, you'll see there's a bunch of there's at least 5 or 6 of them. And now it's gotten to the point where I'm in getting these roles and they're like, can you do it in character? The character we've given you, can you do the promo like that? I'm like, sure, whatever you want. It's fascinating. And I really got to say, that's what makes you stick out to me so much, that I kind of see a lot of myself and how you conduct yourself. And a lot of other people have actually asked me, do you know who Jimmy J is after watching a video? I was like, of course I know who Jimmy J is.
Yeah. And if I could just say, that's the nice thing, is like a quirky guy like me can come in and be fully accepted with open arms. And the way I met Jimmy, just really briefly at an event, and it was just really organic, and it just kind of like morphed into the 365 arena here. And it's just nice when everybody is just with open arms, no, like, just here comes this quirky guy with all of these weird costumes and little things and stuff and ticks and this and that and and it's it, and you made to feel at home. And so that's what Jimmy does, and that's what everybody on the team does, and that's the greatest thing.
We're like a big family, man.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I feel flattered and honored to even be on this program when you let me on. I don't even like asking if I could be on it because I know it's kind of like almost like some people are like, why would you ask? But I saw it was Monster Mania, and we do something really special every Monster Mania. We film a reoccurring YouTube series. We killed like 4 or 5 people. So thank you again for having me on. It's very flattering, and I try to do my best to make all the lives that I can. So again, man, just you guys got to keep it moving. You're kicking ass, and again, I totally cannot wait for Black Hat Films to find a way to collaborate with you, be it at a table at a con or something like that. It's just a very exciting platform that you have here, and it's like nothing else around it. I don't know of anybody else having weekly lives and stuff like that. I used to stream on Twitch and play games, but that's like just me being, a gamer. What you have is you've built this community of awesome, like-minded individuals that I just love it. I think it's really cool. Everybody is so into the escapism of the cosplay that it allows them to be who they really are. It's like a concept almost. I'm just in love with the whole thing all the way around.
Well, that's the great thing, Wilson, is that everybody brings something unique to the table, and that's the great thing. We have the cosplayers, we have the knowledge that everybody has, like Swift and Ian and even Jimmy. I told Jimmy the other day, I'm really impressed with the knowledge that he has, and Swift always has these really deep takes on everything that he makes me rethink about things when I listen to Swift talk about the movies, and I'm like, wow, I never looked at a movie in that way. And,
I love it.
And then Ian and all his knowledge, and then the final girls, all their perspectives with all the 90s and 2000s stuff, and then the cosplays that they do. So everything, like, collectively, we're always usually bouncing all 4 corners all the time, but it makes it interesting, and that's why I said to Jimmy, I was like, what I like, because I just sat back and watched the last few lives that all you guys did. And Creepy Betty, and I said, if I was just cruising through YouTube and I was looking for something interesting to watch, I'm like, I would watch this because it's funny, it's engaging, it's all over the place. It doesn't feel choreographed.
It's so chaotic.
But and that's what makes it interesting, right? And that's what makes you want to watch it, because it's relatable. And then you hear like this facts being thrown out by everybody in the way Swift does it, in the way Ian does it, in the way Jimmy does it, and then the way Marissa does it. And it's like, I'm thinking about all of these things now. I'm going, I never thought about it like that. And so it's really, if I was just a rando, just looking for something to watch, I was interested, I wanted to learn about horror, this is something I would watch. And so hopefully that's the appeal that this has to other people who are not sure, like, they just want to hear a very wide perspective.
I like that we all have different opinions too. We can kind of like discuss it, because like what you said, Johnny, like if we all
don't even go there, Marissa.
Listen,
I see where this is going.
I knew where this was going too. I was like, I know I've been hanging around a lot,
I'm
but I know
not-
exactly
I'm
where
not
this is
gonna say-
going.
This is Marissa. Johnny, I see that. You know what? This is we all have different opinions because Nightmare remake.
They just fixed the internet,
going, right?
I'm not
Yeah, they
just
just
saying it, but you're
They just fixed the
I'm
internet,
leaving.
so.
I might just watch that again this weekend.
Hold
just
on.
To see if
That's
I really
it. What was
hate
that,
it.
Marissa? What did you
There
say?
you go.
I said you should watch the 2010 remake. That's what I said.
I need a boom explosion, like a bomb drop. Like, I got to get some effects here.
Well, we did say all inclusive, so fine.
Yes.
We'll take it into consideration.
We're not going to crucify you on air. We don't want anybody. No.
I'm canceled. I'm canceled officially.
Cancel.
No. Nancy X Betty.
Canceled.
I say this all the time. I keep saying it. Well, first of all, to your points, Ilson, thank you so much for that compliment. Johnny as well. Thank you for that compliment. It means a lot, guys. No, seriously, you guys are both awesome. and I try to make this a family atmosphere and environment. Everyone knows that is on this team. Everybody knows that that's my goal. If you're here, you're on this team. It's a family. Anything goes down, you can come. My door's open. My phone's on. You come to me, and we'll handle it. Even fans,
Life in this bitch.
Treat it. We treat it like a family, straight up. Like this is what it is. Because at the end of the day, you know what? This is something that we all love, and it is subjective. Whatever you love. So yes, it's okay, Marissa. You can like Nightmare Remake, even though you are one out of 12 people that like that movie, and that's not even the staff that created the film. But I will say that it's subjective. It's whatever you like, and that's it. But we all are passionate about this, right? And this is why I want to do this for the fans, for not all of us, and building this team and building Horror 365 from the ground up where it's at. It's not even anywhere where we're all gonna see this and where I want it to be. It's incredible just to see growth, and just to see the people in the community, just to see what others are doing, just to see what others are thinking about what we're doing. I take it all in, the good and the bad. It doesn't, and I embrace it all, because either way, whether you love us or you hate us, you're still watching, and you're still, and you're still.
The ones that hate you watch even more.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for the views. I appreciate it. I'm talking to you, Brian. So yeah.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. Somebody else. Yeah, he might not.
Spicy. What's going on here?
No. I like throwing it. I should digress. And again, I'm giving people life. Giving life. So bottom line is, all I'm saying is that I appreciate it all, and I do this because I love it. Because if I didn't love it, I would not be doing it. This is not a cash grab for me, money grab. This is something that I truly love. Eventually, it is a business, and I'm trying to make a little jingle, to make this full time, to make this what I do, and to make this what we all do. Okay. And I'm not like other people that plan on beating people in the head, the fans in the head with price. It's not happening. So if we can find a cool middle ground that everybody's happy, I'm talking talent and fans, where we can make something, a little jingle on it, we're going to create some killer events for everybody out there. And we're going to have a good time doing it. Not only events, I'm talking these lives, I'm talking the skits that we got going on, the content, the cosplay. There's so much more coming out that people they have no idea. Behind the scenes with Johnny Sparks, I'm talking Marissa, the Final Girls. We got a lot happening here. Swifty said, I mean, let's not give it away, but you already know, Swift, I talk to you pretty often. John, you and I, we speak. And then in the group chat, Marissa, you and the others wake up 7 a.m. to some crazy audio messages from me.
That audio today was crazy.
Yeah, well, thank God you guys know when you see an audio from me, you turn down the volume. You don't want to be in an office or a place.
In both ways before you play it, like
yeah, exactly. Oh, did we send a message? Oh, there it is.
Had it on full blast.
That's my alarm clock in the morning. What are you kidding?
I think I might need a Jimmy J alarm clock. That probably will help me out. That'd be interesting.
Morning horror. Something like that, man. I'm telling you. Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it is, man.
That's right, Tony.
But yeah, man. Honestly, it's all love here, man, and I appreciate everybody. Seriously. So Monster Mania and conventions in general, this is for me what it's about. All of you guys. I want to know any last thoughts here on the convention this weekend and your experience, everybody's experience from the convention.
So, may I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Would everyone like to share their first con experience? I'll go first if it makes it easy. I think that would be an interesting topic. What was everyone's first con? Do we have time for something like that, or am I being overzealous? Or
we ran out of time a half an hour ago, but we're still going.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes with these things. Every time I'm on one, they always go over. So, but yeah, no, all right. So either way,
no, I want to hear it though. I want to hear what is.
Yeah, what was yours, Bill?
Mine. I was promoting my YouTube page for Terrifier Week, and for when Terrifier 2 came out, and I was going to review all the movies leading up to 2.
Okay.
And, someone I met when I was a New York City rave DJ at a rave said to me, "Hey, I remember you. You talked to me at an event, and you should come and check out this table. My friends work for Terrifier. I think it'll help you network your way into this whole YouTube thing you're trying to do. I think it's a platform." So I went out with her. She showed me everybody. I met everybody. I was the pale girl, and it was a fucking huge hit. And she was like, everybody fucking thinks you're awesome. Da, 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 da. So like all of a sudden, I went from having this YouTube channel that like maybe a couple people knew about to being like Mike Levy's following my page in front of me. Jason Levy, Phil Falcone, everyone's following my page, and I'm watching this whole thing happen in real time after I was just struggling to get views and likes and subs and follows, and it just blew up. I mean, it was like the coolest thing ever. I was like, I have to come back. And she's like, absolutely, you have to come back. And well, I took a year off due to some personal affairs. I've been at every con since because I met the people through Black Ave through this whole thing, So I've now landed myself in a film production company that at one point was just two guys walking around a con saying, I think we want to make movies. But my first one was Oaks, PA, in just November 2022.
Okay.
And it was life-changing. I wouldn't be here on this fucking podcast if it wasn't for that person and this whole affair and meeting all of you. And it was the most magical thing in the world to me. And every con since has been equally as magical, even if it's been a little fucking hot sometimes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Listen, I appreciate you sharing that experience, dude. And I got to be honest, man. I'm happy that you had that experience and that you got that exposure. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you for not giving up.
Yeah, man. It's, I was like 38 years old. I'm like 37 years old, 38 years old, telling people to follow my YouTube channel. Now I'm 39, and it's like the channel has to take a break because something else took off that I never anticipated would do. Like I never had the plan to do this. It just life finds a way, I guess. I don't know, but thank you. I appreciate that. I'm very flattered.
I'm proud of you for not giving up, man. And you got to keep pushing because it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. That's it. And I want to hear now that you got me rolling with this experience, the convention experience, I got to hear everybody's first convention now. I'm Creepy Betty, queen of the creeps and the freaks. Talk to us.
Freaky.
Let's not get too many freaks on here. All right, is it my turn? Okay.
Yeah, it's your turn. It's
yours.
Come on now, freaky deaky do.
All right. Wait, what did Regina say? Summer's actually going into cosplay. I actually appreciate your cinema. Oh, Regina. I actually did get you into cosplay. Yeah, I did.
Let's go, Regina. Get with the cosplays. Oogie boogie, baby.
Regina got sick cosplays. We all know that, though.
Gina put the
My mom loves her cosplays, Regina. I'm just letting you know. My mother loves them. She can't wait to see them at every con.
And she's such a good sport. She lets me kill her at every event.
Yeah.
Whether I'm in the crate or behind the door or Tarman, she lets me kill her at every event.
I love that she got into cosplay too because of me. Like I love that.
Yeah.
I bet you a lot of people have, Marissa. I bet you a lot of girls have that were maybe they were afraid to take that first step and see you. And so there you go. You're an inspiration.
Yeah, Trent said, I'm telling you, you started a whole wave.
Yeah.
You started Regina. You got Regina in a cosplay.
Oh, cry. Sorry.
Yeah.
Join the damn chat and cry on here. I cried at the last Monster Mania because of all the love I was getting. I literally broke down in tears at the last Monster Mania because people were just coming up to me. I was like, I waited 21 years for this. Like,
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
But, I love it.
Good for you, man.
It's amazing, dude. No, seriously.
Krista, you're not off the hook yet. What's your first con?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, all right. So my first time was Cherry Hill Monster Mania 2019. My coworker at the time, he was telling me about it, and he's like, "Oh, we got to go to this horror convention called Monster Mania," and I had never heard of it. And I was like, "All right, like I'll check it out." I bought the tickets. He didn't get the tickets online, so we go there, and he tries getting in. And he couldn't get in because all the tickets were sold out. I had already bought my ticket ahead of time. And I felt bad. He couldn't get in. But he was like, no, you can go in. He's like, it's fine. So I ended up going by myself. That was my first experience. 2019, I'm by myself in this convention.
Whoa.
And
was it a Friday or Saturday?
I was so nervous, but I ended up loving it. It was like the best time ever. I made all these friends. I was like, I didn't even cosplay. I was just dressed in like a regular outfit. I made all these friends. I was taking pictures and, I like connected with everyone like on Instagram. And that was like my introduction into like the horror, like not like my introduction to horror, but like the horror, like cosplay scene. Like, yeah. I just got like so into it. And
Marissa, was it Friday or Saturday?
That was Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I was just like, and I was looking at everyone's cosplays, and I was just like, oh my god, I want to do this. Like, I want to do this someday. And then finally, yeah, I just started doing it. And yeah, so that was my
And you never
first
looked back.
experience.
Hells
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
You're a brave girl going to Cherry Hill on a
Doing it
Saturday
by
for the
yourself,
first experience.
Seriously, it's a
Yeah.
fucking war zone in there. I don't care how unpacked you guys said it was. That shit was a zoo. I had people who came to see me and were like, "Sorry, I can't find you. I'm going home." Like, it's a fucking zoo on Saturday.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
It was nerve wracking, but I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
Awesome. That's a great
Just
story.
navigating, just navigating your way around.
Yeah.
It can be tough. Yeah. Now, did you know that all the guests were there when you went, or you had no idea about any of that?
I did. I knew.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew of like some. I'm trying to remember if did I meet anyone. I don't think I met anyone that day. No, but and yeah, I just started like talking to people and like mingling with people and.
That's it. Yeah, man. You start. I was curious. Yeah, Johnny brought up that point too. Like, so did you even know who was scheduled to be there, or you just said, this is something to do. I'm just going to give it a shot and go and check it out and see what happens. Is that kind of how it went down?
I did know because I went like online and I like saw. Yeah,
Okay.
like I saw like guests who were gonna be there, so
Okay.
I kind of like knew what to expect, but I just didn't know anyone. Like I was by myself. So.
Yeah. Were you at this point like? You weren't doing any horror cosplay? Were you doing any cosplaying in general, or this is how it started?
I wasn't a cosplayer yet. No.
Oh shoot. Okay.
But soon after that, like I made friends with some cosplayers, and then a few months after that, that's when I started doing like the photo shoots, and I was like my first photo shoot was with my friend Bobby. He's a cosplayer, and he was Jason, and I was the victim.
Bobby
and that was
Amon?
like my
Is it Bobby Amon? I think I'm butchering
Yep.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's him.
Bobby. Yep.
Yeah, so he was one of the people I met, and he was like, do you want to do like a photo shoot with me? I was like, okay, sure. I did this photo shoot, and that's when I like people started following me, and I really started like, getting known, and like, cause our photo shoot was like so good. Like it was really good. And, yeah, I had a lot of fun. And then that was like kind of like my introduction into like the horror cosplaying stuff.
That guy's massive, bro. He's Jason.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah.
He's 6'5".
Yeah, no, yeah. When I said, holy shit, this guy. When I see him at the convention, yeah, but when he plays, he looks like Jason Voorhees. So yeah, definitely. 100%. Yeah, I know, Bob. That's awesome. Though. Thank you, got both you and Ilsa for sharing that. And I got to go down the line, Swift.
Oh, absolutely. I want to hear Swifts. I don't know. Something about Swift sounds like it's like. So how does a boy from Brownsville end up with a bunch of crazy white people like that? I know. Eventually, Swift's like, no, bro, those crazy white folks over there, they're fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah.
He's like, no.
I was the 1% East New York, but go ahead.
Yeah. So all right. I was introduced to the convention scene actually very young. I think I was about 12, 13 years old. No, maybe 12 years old. And Chicky, my mother Chicky that comes in here.
There she goes.
Your son's awesome, Chicky.
Yeah, there she is.
Yeah.
I love your son.
Mama Swift.
Yeah, she actually introduced me to the convention scene with comic book conventions. And comic book conventions, I did that from a teenager all the way through. Going to San Diego Comic Con, New York Comic Con, doing it all. I'm a veteran with that. But my first horror convention, I was actually taken to by my cousin Lamar. He's a filmmaker.
Lamar?
And he took me to MJ HorrorCon 2019, which is in October, Atlantic City. He took me there. He said, yo, listen, we got to go to this thing. Some of my friends are putting things together here. Let's go. All right, let's do it. So we went down there, and I met so many people. I met the Twisted Twins, the Saska sisters. They did American Mary. They did No Evil 2. They did all types of movies. They did. I met them. I met the Logging Camp. I met Oh man, I can't think of the names now, but the cast of Halloween '78. I met that cast. I met Nightmare on Elm Street cast. I met Leslie Easterbrook, who was from Police Academy. He was actually Mama Firefly in not House of a Thousand Corpses in the next one, The Devil's Reject.
Devil's Rejects. Yeah.
Yeah, she was Mama Firefly there. And that was my first horror convention experience. It was dope. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then the pandemic happened, so I was kind of on ice for a little bit. And then,
Fucking
you
pandemic.
know, we did the mini con. We did the Friday 13th mini con, Jimmy, on 365. We did that con, and from there it brought me back. And now I go to every convention here. I've gone to Days of the Dead in Indiana. I go everywhere. I go to every convention. Yeah, I go to Chiller. I go to I've been to NJ HorrorCon. I go to everything. So it's a lot of fun, and you meet a lot of good people, man. Like I met Ilson. Ilson's a cool dude to be around at cons, man. He's a lot of fun. He's a cool dude.
I'm a crook boy.
Yeah,
You know I get away with murder at those joints because of everything. So
Yeah. He gets away with murder, literally.
I was like, let's see if anyone picks up the joke. Swift got it.
That's awesome. All right, 3 down. 1 to go, Johnny.
I'm looking forward to this one too. This has got to be cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, it's really not, unfortunately not that exciting. I'm being honest. So for many years, actually, Ilson, I got to show you some of my Halloween stuff because and yet Swift never takes me.
I'm in trouble.
You're in trouble, Swifty.
You know, Johnny, I actually am friends with you on Instagram. I would also love to see stuff there too. If you want to send me messages, because it seems like we could chat. Absolutely.
Yeah. So every year, my buddy was trying to get me to go to NYCC, and with Halloween approaching, I was like, I can't go. I'm busy doing my display because I used to get a massive turnout from in front of my house here. I'm a corner property, so I used to do a whole big display. I would build walkthroughs and everything, and friends would come and we'd dress up. We'd be scare actors and stuff. And so at one point, I was like, my buddy was like, "Listen, I'm telling you, come. You'll love it." And so I ended up actually going to, I think it was Garden State Comic Fest in Jersey in 2017 or 18, and I put on this really kind of rinky-dink zombie outfit. And when I went there and I saw the caliber of cosplayers, and I was like, I felt, again, no offense to anybody that does this, but I felt like I went and I bought something from a retail store and put it on. And
Costume in a bag.
The costume, yeah. And I was like, it kind of just opened my eyes. And I was like, I can't believe like just regular folk are coming out with movie quality costumes and stuff and props. And seeing some whatever celebrities were there and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And so then I went to an NYCC, and we went to a couple other smaller conventions. They were more comic pop related, nothing horror. And then I was like, there's got to be something that like horror related, that places that things that or events that do these things. And so I was looking around, and I came across Monster Mania, NJ HorrorCon, Chiller Theater, and once I went, I mean, I was kind of hooked after that very first event. But once I went to the first horror convention, which I don't remember exactly, it might have been New Jersey HorrorCon in Atlantic City. I think also might have been the first one for me.
That's such a fun
I was hooked. I was hooked, and we started going one day, and then 2 days, then for the weekends. And yeah, so that was it. It just kind of progressed. And once I saw that, I was able to take my carpentry skills and crafting skills to put it into the costumes and everything. And that's when I started looking out and reaching out to costume makers. And I got my Tarman, and I got several other costumes that are professionally done. And then I add my little touches to them, music and lights and things like this, and fog machines and all kinds of stuff. And yeah. So that was my first event. Was that I think it was that Garden State Comic Fest, and then a few others, and then I guess I think NJ HorrorCon might have been. I have to look back. My memory is a little foggy nowadays, but But I got the hook. I got the bug, man. I was like, I couldn't wait. I was online looking. What's the next event? When is it coming up? Can I get a room? What kind of costumes should I bring, or should I make, or whatever? And so yeah, and it's been a progression ever since. And but it's interesting. Like if you think about each one of us, if we think about our first event compared to now, where we were, and I didn't know Swift had been going for so many years at this point, and so. The perspective you have from when you first went to now, and like what's the highlight for you then versus now? How have your perspectives changed?
Yeah.
And what keeps it fresh for each one of us that makes us want to come back, aside from, of course, like we said, each other, right? And so, I mean, unless that's it, which is, of course, that's great. But for me, it's always, I'm thinking like, okay, especially like this past weekend with the Return of the Living Dead reunion. I mean, it's kind of hard to guess that I'm a big fan and all of this stuff, you know, and but to me, I was very excited for that. And I'm going to share some more content, and I sent Jimmy some information. I got to talk to Beverly. I got to talk to Lene. I got to talk to Miguel. I got to talk to Alan Troutman. And we're going to hopefully do something. And so for me, it was great. It was that whole great experience. And also Jewel Shepard, got to meet her as well, and first time. So it was really exciting for me as a big Return of the Living Dead fan to actually meet everybody together and have really nice dialogue and get my poster signed and things like that. So for me, it's still a lot of those factors that keep it interesting and want me to keep going and looking forward to the next one. And you know,
John, like
having the networking and having these builds on the table, wanting to advance the cosplays and make it more interactive and more fun, and these future builds, and get to work with, hopefully, you know, me and Creepy Bets have been talking about doing a collaboration. And so something for sure. And so for me, that's what always keeps it fresh. And so hopefully everybody still finds that special thing about the event, the people, whatever it may be, that makes you want to keep coming for more.
Yeah. For me, what keeps me wanting to come back, aside from the camaraderie, is I'm really into panels and things like that. So I'm really into panels. Like as you can see, I'm a physical media guy. So I'm really into special features and hearing the behind the scenes stuff. So that's my thing. And I like to see the cosplays. I like to do panels and things like that. So, we got another collab.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Yes.
You know, G is in there. So,
I know we got to do a group cosplay.
yeah. So that's my thing. Like
great
cosplays and the freaking panels. That's my thing.
That's awesome, and that's why you have such a deep perspective. You know, anytime you talk about a film or something. And I've watched what was that movie? There was that one movie you had recommended. I went and watched it, I think later that night.
Strange Darling?
How was it? No, it was what the hell was it? Anyway, I went and I watched it and I was like, man, Swift was right. That was a good watch. And again, like I said, all the perspective that you bring when you talk about a movie, you really explain it thoroughly and well. And so anyway, it's really good. I think, I mean, it really opens the eyes for people and everyone. We each share
the substance.
It wasn't the substance.
Yes, the substance.
I still gotta watch that.
Oh, damn it! I'll remember later. Of course, once we hang up, I'll be like, oh, now I remember. But
damn selective memory.
Oh my goodness, it's so annoying. Right, hold on, I'm gonna jog my memory. Hold on.
Right about Swift with those perspective, man. How you put it together on Tuesdays, the 2000 Tuesdays. For those that don't know, Swift is running the show on Tuesdays, and what you post, I read everything. It's very detailed, man. You take a lot of I can tell you take a lot of time putting that together, and it is a deep perspective, Johnny's point. So really great work with that script, seriously.
And Marissa too. And Marissa has such a in-depth knowledge of all the Scream franchises and a lot of those movies and stuff that I don't really have that much of a knowledge base of them. And I listen to her talk about them, and I'm like, it makes it interesting. It actually makes me want to go watch them all, which I plan on doing.
Oh, you like it?
It wasn't companion. It was Jesus Christ, what the hell? Oh, it was with something with the card. Tarot. Was it tarot?
Tarot.
I think that was it. Swift, right? Was it a tarot?
So I like tarot. I like tarot. I don't remember if I recommended it to you.
I recommended that. Damn it, that was me.
Jimmy loves tarot. I like tarot a lot. It felt like it felt like a good movie from like 2010. For that era when the fresh stuff was coming out, you know.
Right, and you know what it was like? It was good because you didn't. The plot wasn't. You didn't have to sit there and do an investigation to figure out what was going on.
Yeah,
you know, it was a fun. Fun flick with a couple of jump scares. Yeah, and I was like, you know what? This was a good movie. This was enjoyable.
Yeah,
so,
it was entertaining. Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, you guys are
and
all.
Then,
great, John.
I was going to say, and then Ilson, man, I was like blown away by the amount of experience and knowledge that he has. And it's funny, Ilson. So I was going to say earlier, last year, I think it was August, Monster Mania, we're all in a group photo. And I had said to Marissa, because I hadn't met you at that time, and I said, Marissa, I was like, "Who's the tall guy in the back rocking out with us?" And because you're in that photo like this, you're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "He looks like a cool dude." I said, "I look forward to meeting him at the next convention or something." And Marissa was telling me all about you and stuff.
Well, that's flattering. Thank you. If you like reviews, you should check out my channel. That's what I did on this channel. I did and Swift will tell you, I did TV quality-esque reviews, and it comes to find out nobody gives a shit. They want Swift's kind of style. They want to be able to pull it up on their phone, have it. They don't care about the 9:16 movie shit. They want it just like this. They want a minute and a half. They don't care about like a 15-minute take on Halloween 3.
No.
And if you like something more in depth, please check out my channel because I must have like 200 plus reviews. I do Halloween, a whole bunch of shit.
Definitely check out.
You should check it out.
Yeah, sure will. I mean, typically for me with my ADD, having street style, Swift style, like watch this movie, you're gonna like it. It's great. That's good, perfect for me. Because sometimes I get a little lost in a lot of that.
No one wants a 15-minute synopsis on Halloween 3 for the 900th time. I promise you. I know.
Certain movies,
that was me.
No, but certain movies you actually want to learn more about the behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's why I like Ilson's format. I prefer that.
But it was 10 hours of editing a fucking episode for like sub 200 views. I was like, there's got to be a better way. And someone's like, have you ever thought about being in the movie? Good idea.
The editing, man, it's so tedious. And listen, Swift, honestly, but with writing, okay, with the whole, if it wasn't you or anybody on this team, I'm not fucking reading that. I'm not, because I can't get. I'm sending you an audio. I want to hear something. Or I want to see something I can hear or something, whatever. The reading stuff, my patience is gone. I mean, but for that, like, I'm lucky if I read a comment here. But the thing is, because it's you, Swift, and I know it's going to be good, and it's somebody else on the team writing something, I'm going to read it. So you guys, anytime. Anybody else, you send me. Listen, I even asked the missus, she's here watching this. I don't want a text. I don't want paragraph. Fucking call me. Okay? Send me an audio. I'm not reading this.
Voice note at the very least.
Like, anybody that knows me knows I send audio messages.
Jimmy's all about the audio messages.
Guilty as charged.
Same here, depending on the mood. Yeah, sometimes it's just easier to like. It's like it's like the millennial struggle of not wanting to make a phone call but not wanting to type it out. It's like someone's like,
exactly,
"You got motherfuckers! Like, we got just the thing for you."
I'm too lazy. I got to just leave audios.
Well, you're gonna get it.
To type that shit.
People who don't like audio fucking hate them. Like someone like I have a friend who's like, if you ever send me an audio again, I am blocking you. I was like, okay.
No, well, that's it. That's it.
Dan, JC's always calling you out, Jimmy.
You're out the blood, man. I'm not lying.
You get the melodious tones in house and from on the road.
You need an ambulance?
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, I'm not doing it. I'm not reading message. You answer a phone or you get an audio. Okay. And then when you listen to it, you listen to it. And people know my average my average message is about.
Oh, yes, she does, Regina. Yes, she
does.
does.
Liz audio must be a fucking sight to hear.
Thank you, Tony. Yes, see, Tony knows. I'm very sure with me. I said, Tony, a happy birthday. Yeah, it's I'm not doing the texting. Like very rare. I'm gonna text something out. If I can't send a message and I'm gonna have to send a quick. Okay, or if I'm in a room or work, whatever the hell's going on. No, it's not 10 minutes long. It's not.
But your audio is like 10 minutes long.
It's not 10 minutes long. Stop it, JC. It's 9.
You can't open it in a public space from the sound of things. Like
it's 9 minutes. 9, not 10.
There's you just gotta put some headphones in, you know?
No, Regina, no. No way.
I think she does.
As someone who knows this Liz, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't even gamble on it because it's such a 50-50 thing in my mind.
Liz sent us a 19-minute audio message.
19?
19 minutes.
Yeah. 19. Well,
what a
wait,
minute.
That was one. I send like 8 or 9 3-minute audio. So if you combine them, I kind of cut over 3. Like Johnny, Johnny knows. Johnny and I, oh my God,
I leave a few.
They have our own section in Barnes and Noble audiobooks for Johnny and I. Johnny and Jimmy's conversation.
Instagram bumped up the message time from 2 minutes to 5 minutes because of me.
Yeah. They're like, they got to give me 5 minutes. They cut me off. Like, they just cut me off. A lot of times I'm sending audios now. It stops mid-message because, like, all right, this guy's doing it again. We're not doing it.
He broke the server.
Woo, woo. Jimmy getting a data usage warning message from his fucking phone provider. Like, what's going on over here, Jimmy?
I have unlimited data, and they try to shut me down. They're like, this is too much. The servers can't take it.
They're trying to shut you down, Jimmy. They can't stop the Northeast.
Now, piece of Northeast, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get these audios.
Jimmy's like Skynet. He's taking over.
That's it. Hey, listen, the CPU is a neural net processor. Our learning computer.
There we go.
Listen, man, I'm on a roll with those. I love them because I'm moving and grooving. I'm always shaking and baking, baby. So it's like I don't have time to text. If you want to pick up a phone, you're gonna hear all the commotion in the background half of the time. But I'll pick up a phone. If not, then I'm shooting you an audio. They're
certainly appreciated when I'm behind the wheel, man, because I can listen all day long. I try to read the messages, especially I don't wear my glasses when I'm driving. I'm going to definitely rear end somebody. So,
John's like, my bad. I was just reading a message real quick.
I'm like, it's Jimmy J, man. Come on, give me a freaking break here.
Like, you got to listen to this. You'll understand, officer. Just listen. It's hilarious.
No, if it was an officer, now you hear me. Oh, now you're coming with me. It's Jimmy.
In the cars, like actually, he was kind of entertaining, but I mean, we got to arrest this guy.
When I'm in the back of the car being hauled away, I'll play the messages. Maybe he'll feel bad and throw me out of the car. Right?
Your nose in the back. Like, no, here's the next one. Just scroll.
Who's this guy that you had to listen? You weren't paying attention to the road. Here, listen right here. Good morning, hey.
They're gonna be like, all right, we get it now. We get it.
You're gonna do a promo for the precinct? That's
what?
Do a promo.
Cut them loose, boys. Cut them loose.
I'll cut promos. What? Sorry, I disassociated for a second. I was thinking about marshmallows. My bad. I was thinking about s'mores for some odd reason. I was like, you know what? I haven't had in a while? A deep fried s'more. And then I was like, oh shit, right, run. Oh, show here. My bad.
Well, guys, I know. Normally, listen, I already committed to 2 hours when we do the lives. I don't like stuff. I keep going because it's a fun conversation, but I know we had to cap it at some point. So we're a couple hours in. I appreciate everybody here. I want to wrap it up. Conventions overall, my final thoughts is I love them. Yeah, do better. Yeah, but at the same time, I love them for what they offer all of us.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the celebrity appearances. Like, there may be some people out there that really, this is what you got your collectors that are going to go there and get your autograph. They autograph like 30 items. You have your fans that go out to these conventions because they really want to meet somebody they idolize. And that's awesome. There's not too many people that I would wait in line for just for a couple of minutes. Really, very, very few. People I've done business with, I'll go see them again at a convention. Like I'm going to see CJ Graham at Days of the Dead when I go over there. People like that, people I know, for Ken Sagos. Other than that, it's just I'm there for you guys. I'm there for the fans. I'm there for the networking. I'm there for the vendors, the cosplayers especially. I want it all. And I want to build this into the ultimate fan network for horror and the ultimate fan experience for horror. And we are going to do that. And everyone here, and I want to say, I just started looking at some of the messages even more on Facebook, and I don't check it every day. I barely check it every week. I mean, maybe every couple of weeks or so. I had to write a message to somebody about something. Thought I was ignoring, they said some things. I'm not going to shout anybody out. But listen, just because I don't get to it or we don't get to it doesn't mean we're ignoring you. I notice everybody and everything. And I take the time out. And if you see me out there, I'll take the time to talk to everybody out there. I'm never, there may be 1,000 things going on at once. I'm still going to take the time to talk to you. I'm the kind of person because I love all of you. Seriously, you guys are awesome. Anybody's doing something positive, and anybody that's not out here with motives or malintent, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to support. I'm going to talk to you, and we're gonna hang. And I can't wait for these conventions to see everybody out there again. And it's been a while. Melissa, I haven't seen you since we did the shoot last year. Ilsa, I've never seen you. I will be seeing you this year. Swift, I just recently, Swift and Johnny, we seen each other at the wrestling stuff that I had going on.
Yeah.
But still, definitely can't wait to get out of something like this because I'll have more time. If I'm not hosting it, obviously, I'll have more time to sit there and hang with everybody. So that's what I enjoy the most. Creating those moments with you guys. That's it. Because we're not here for a long time, baby. We're here for a good time.
Right.
So everybody has every time that you see me. But I appreciate everybody sticking with us again. 2 hours strong, baby. That's how we do it.
This was a great show.
Yeah, this was fun. Thank you for letting me on. I want to say that before I insult my mother for not teaching me manners. She would definitely be upset if she saw this and said, "You didn't even say fucking thank you at the end." You're not my son anymore. But thank you for all of you for embracing me and everything I'm doing, and Black Hat Films, and Creepy Betty. Thank you so much for hopping on. It was a passing conversation, and we planned out this shoot for like 4 months, and me and her and Ron were talking about, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Are you cool with us shoving you like this? I just want to say thank you for allowing me to hop on. It was. You had a lot of fun.
I think Creepy Betty likes that kind of stuff. I mean, like when I tied her.
I had to tell her to stop smiling so much, and we had to do a lot of reshoots because she just wouldn't fucking stop smiling. I was like, damn, what the hell is your problem? Like, I'm shoving you as hard as I can.
Roughed up a little bit,
But I was like shoving you hard too. Like I was watching the sheetrock cave behind her a little bit, and like I was like, God damn. I'm starting to feel bad because I'm big. I'm
but
6'2",
here I am smiling, all sadistic.
No, literally when we were doing the Hell House of 1,000 Corpses, and I was sitting there trying to get into this Otis. And by the way, I don't cosplay, but there's a couple.
Not yet.
Well, you guys are trying to get me on, but I do. There's 2 people that I will. It's Otis, and I'm doing it only for you guys. Otis and Dr. Loomis. But with Otis, as I was going on that rant, and here I am with the chair. When I slammed the chair down, Marissa's face looked like a kid in a candy store. Like she was so happy. She's like, ah! Like if you could see her, she was happy literally to be tied up and just scared because the chair like I'm like, I almost broke out of her because I'm trying to be serious and she's fucking smiling. And I'm like,
God, that's the worst.
But it's not funny. Like,
only I would be smiling while tied up and duct taped on my mouth.
Only you would be able to be feeling that you're smiling under the duct tape is really what you should be saying.
Yeah.
Josh Hardaddy was feeling. That's another guy. We got to get Josh on. I know his schedule's crazy. So I know Wednesdays is going to be really, really tough for Josh to get on the show. He deals a lot with the skits and stuff that we have. And Josh is a staple of this brand as well.
Absolutely.
Been here since the beginning. And he has some incredible cosplays too, man, thinking about it. And ideas. His mind, very creative. I'm going to give Josh a shout out now before we sign out of here. What he did recently with the Artie Con, what we called it, we were supposed to do a skit with Art the Clown, and it was supposed to be some extras and stuff, and it was going to be in a bar, and it never happened because we didn't have enough extras, and it was just scheduling. It was crazy. So he did something by himself as a leprechaun Art the Clown. That was fucking incredible, with the sound effects and everything I did. But he really puts a lot into his cosplays in these skits. Very creative with concepts too for these video ideas that we have, and I can't wait to show you guys some other ideas in the future too. So I just was thinking about that. I want to give him that shout out because I was thinking about that Hell House also. That was his idea to come up with the mashup was the Hell House of 1,000 Corpses. It was fun.
That was incredible.
Yeah
Yeah. So
you all did such a great job with that. I'll tell you.
That was a lot of
I love
fun. That was
watching
cool
it.
to watch.
Yeah, I watch it over and over. I could watch it over
Aw,
and over. It's
thank
great.
you.
All of you all killed it.
I had a
Literally
lot of
and
fun being
figuratively.
that was very cathartic, very therapeutic being Otis. Because
It really was for you, Jimmy. You were in
yeah.
character like the whole, like even after you took it off.
They
You were
got
so
to
character.
listen. That's what I'm afraid of in the theater. I'm going to be going on a ranch. I'm going to be going on the Otis ranch in the theater on the 26th.
He's going to lose himself in the character and never come back.
I'm method, baby. I'm method. That's it. No, but yeah, no, I can't wait. But yeah, definitely, Marissa, I appreciate everything that you've been doing for the team as well, and you and Kristen, the girls, you girls are adding a layer that was much needed here. Not because it was a sausage fest here, but because of the fact that we need a female perspective on a lot of things, and you girls bring flair, entertainment. You bring value to the brand, and that means everything. So.
Right.
Like Ilson, what you were saying. I know, like, we're having Marissa in your video. It's already a huge win because I know what she brings. As baby, you got in that character, and you are her. Like, there was no fucking just the laugh and everything that you had down, the lines. You came up with a lot of the stuff on the fly too, so it was great.
Thank you.
Magnificent.
Yeah, no, seriously,
everything. That's magic.
And Kristen as well, Black Dahlia, 100%, man. When we were doing the Texas Chainsaw skits and everything like that, it's just so believable. Your facial expressions, and anything with the fucking leather face. I'm just thinking of the people looking at us in the park when Josh was running with the chainsaw, and I'm filming. And this is like, oh my God, they're walking their dogs. It's a dog park up there. They're terrified, jumping in the car, leaving. The one car almost crashed another car coming in, leaving because they were looking like this. What the hell's going on? Yeah, Josh the chainsaw up the hill. I'm like, it was wild, man.
It's all dope, by the way. Everything you're talking about, I've watched it. I think it's fantastic. I just want to let you know everything you're talking about is not a mystery to me. I'm as a outside viewer who isn't really horror 365. I absolutely love it. I think it's awesome. What you're doing is great, and that's why I'm very anxious to work with you because I feel like there's some collaborative efforts that could work with us, and not just buying tables, but creative process of being in a film. Creepy Betty's been one of ours. I would love to be in one of yours. There's just a lot of room for collaboration with you, and I'm really excited to see your growth, whether or not that happens.
Listen, anytime, brother. And as far as growth, it's gonna happen. There's no whether or not it's happening, my man. We're gonna. This thing is just taking off. It's only the beginning. We're on the ground.
Well, you got two seasoned actors here, right, Swift?
That's right.
We got two seasoned actors.
I think I'm on I think I'm on 15th film, but I did a lot of background stuff, so I don't know how much is principal. But yeah, I could definitely pull some chops out for you. That's for sure.
I'm excited.
Me and Swift got a big break on Sunday.
We're definitely going to be together. There's going to be something happening, and I want to see this. I want to talk more about showing one of the shorts on here.
Yeah, that'll be a while from now. We got a few more things to come out, but it should be before summer. I have to edit it, but we have other episodes. We have 3 episodes out, but we got 7 in the can, and we're gonna go back and decide if all 7 need to come out. But we also discussed that if Betty's is really some fire shit because she's got the longest one of the bunch and the most dynamic one, we might just push that one out first because. Why argue with magic? We went all out because we talked with Betty for the last 4 months about it, and
we really did go all out.
Dude, we have a chase scene in there. We have brutalization. Betty gets fucked up. The kill is something else. The kill is something that when Ron pulled it out, I was like, all right. He's like, you have to go to the grocery store now for this to work. So in the middle of this con, decked in full cosplay, not cosplay, just the Ilsun look with the contacts and shit. Like I went to a grocery store with these contacts. Okay,
oh my goodness.
And I had eyeshadow on, and I'm grabbing the necessities. I won't spoil it, but it was something we had to grab to make it work, and it was just fucking great. I can't wait for you to see it, and I can't wait. I would love to debut it here, but we'll talk more about that privately, of course.
I think we made magic happen. We definitely did.
We absolutely did. Like I looked at Ron at the end of the day, and I was like, Ron, that was magic what we did today. He's like, oh no, that was something else, man. He's like, please don't fuck up the editing. I was like, I'll do what I can.
And you know what, man? We'll definitely talk about that. I cannot wait to see the finished product for sure. And I appreciate you jumping on, Nelson, again. I appreciate you taking the time.
I'll jump
out
on
with us.
whenever, man. I'll come here weekly. You give me the word, I'll show up. I don't care. I enjoy this. I have nothing to do. I work for myself. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Oh, like I said,
Love
it means a lot. It means a lot with your support, man. It really does. And we're definitely going to get a collaboration for sure in the future. Johnny Boy, okay, Johnny Sparks, baby. This guy, it just when I think I've seen it all, he says, no, Jim. You get
It's
this
Scruffy Sparks tonight, Jim. Scruffy
not
Sparks.
Scruffy Sparks.
You know, Johnny, I need to see you.
Come on.
That's what I need.
Listen, the bottom line
Sorry,
is
Jim.
no. You're great, dude. You're the cosplays, and it's just you level up every time, John. So it's incredible, dude. I can't wait to. I have some ideas. I don't want to talk about it on the live, but I have some original concept ideas that I want to kind of put together too.
Okay.
So we'll talk more about that. But as always, man, I appreciate you. Of course,
Thank you. Appreciate it, of
one and
course.
only-
And I just
Go ahead,
want to
John,
say
go ahead.
thank you to you and Swift and Creepy and everyone on the team that supported me behind the scenes and at the cons. And Ilson, appreciate everything, all the kind
I
words
love
and
you, brother.
support. It means a lot, as well. So I just wanted to say that. And, just want to add that I think that the cons are always going to be the cons. I unfortunately, I don't think much will change with them as much as we'd like them to, but it doesn't matter because, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm there to see everyone here, and that's it. So we'll deal with some the little bumps and grinds along, a little hot, little this, little crowded. It doesn't matter as long as I get to see the fam. That's the goal.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what? We got some ideas. I know I keep beating a dead horse with this, but we got ideas that we're going to be bringing to the table in the future. God, I can't wait to start.
And we're going to do our own stuff and make it different. But as until that time comes, I'm very grateful for Monster Mania and
conventions.
Yeah. Very grateful for because I met everyone here. I met at a convention, and so I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. I'll tell you the truth. The convention serves its purpose, in my opinion. I would never tell anybody not to go to any convention. I would never say don't support this one. I'll state my opinion on certain ones, but that's my opinion. That's my experience. Everybody's experience is different. And you go there, you meet people.
Plus, I cosplay outside my house. People run away and call the cops. And at Monster Mania, people actually want to come over and engage. So. For me, I was like, wow, this is great.
God's walking around the fucking block with the crate. I can see it now. It's fluffy. Just like,
except on Halloween. Right. Yep.
What's going on here? There's guys over here.
Halloween was the only time I would actually have the local cops come and actually check it out and try to, navigate the cars because there were so many people. But that was the only day I could kind of get away with that. But otherwise, people are like, oh, okay. Get away from this guy.
Well, again, and last but not least, man, the one and the only Swifty Cent, man. I appreciate it. He knows he sits here. He listens to my madness pretty often. Let's just say that. And what we have. All of us. Yeah, man. No, listen, it's all good, man. And I got to tell you, this is only, we all know it's only the beginning. Can't wait to take it up a notch. And, of course, I got to give one more last shout out. We've said it 17 times today, but happy birthday, Tony Masseri.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Dude, it's like,
thank you for the support, man. We love you, man. Hope you have a happy birthday.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, my man. And, of course, Mama Swift, always appreciate you jumping on.
Mama Swift.
Love you, Ma.
You gotta bring her next time.
Yeah, we gotta get Mom. Oh, listen, that's another conversation.
Elsa got me in trouble.
I bring my mom. You see my mom at the cons. You don't gotta ask me.
Hey, keep your mouth shut.
Oh boy, that's it. You're done. You're done.
I signed up before he hates me, Jimmy. Sign him up.
It's gonna be witness protection. Now, who's that?
Witness protection.
Next week it's gonna be Mama Swift filling in for him.
We gotta get Mama Swift.
He'll be tied up in the background.
We gotta have her on a ghost conversation, like a ghost.
Yeah, or the paranormal. We definitely gotta have her. Definitely gotta bring her out to some conventions. Bring her to something.
Yeah,
have her meet my mom, man. I bet they get along just great. It'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm just not bringing mine. I'm not doing it.
No.
Okay.
All right.
She's absolutely. I mean, you're gonna love her, but she's nuts, and I love her, but she's nuts.
And what's the
What's that
problem?
about apples and trees, Jimmy? What's that
I mean,
about apples
I
and
mean,
trees?
no, but she'll start talk. She talks just as much as I do, and the thing is, she'll sit there. I mean, I think she's great. I'm trying to tell her to get her to bake goods. My mother's a really, really good cook, and baker too. So like to have her make stuff and
So
sell
she
it.
could do
at the-
promotion, Jim. She could give out free goodies.
I told her already.
365 T-shirt. There you go.
No, and I told her already. She has to cook. They try her food. Everything's fucked up.
I
Pennsylvania,
think that'll improve
New
the
Jersey,
convention.
everybody's done. Like that's
You're
it.
right.
They're like, I'm not getting no more food at the pizza shops out here.
Yeah.
Mrs. Tucci, Mark is not.
Yeah.
She's the one. I want her food. I promise you that.
Listen, my mom's is the same. She's a master in the kitchen. Any type of dish, any type of thing you want. My mom's baking, cooking, whatever.
I'll strip some punishment now. So
Like I said, I'm just waiting for like a chancla to come hit him in the side of the head.
Yeah,
Right?
Listen,
He's just out, like it's not even like it just kind of hits him. He just goes down, and she's like, comes on the
listen,
camera.
Hilton, you know that's a short range weapon or a long range weapon. You know.
Listen, I was raised by an Italian woman. It was the wooden spoon for me.
Yeah.
Or I should say the plastic one because times have changed by the '90s, but still,
Yeah.
it cuts air a lot better when it's got the holes in it.
Yeah.
You know,
I got hit with the belt. Okay, I got the belt.
Yeah,
How did that turn out for you? Like,
Yeah.
tied to the chair with a fucking smile. Like,
For me, it was always the good old Brooklyn
Yeah, no
backhand.
comment.
That's it.
The backhand, huh?
I'm listening to everybody. I'm like, yep, that was one. Yep, that was one.
All of the above with me. All of the above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spoon, the belt, the backhand, the remote, the slipper, the whatever she had in her hand. Okay, it doesn't matter what it was.
soda bottle, who cares? She didn't give a fuck. Same way with mine.
I hit with a fucking toaster. I got okay, and I'm not proud of this. I got to throw it out there because we're talking about it. I was this is a vision you don't want to get out of your head. I got pistol whipped by my own mother in the bathroom, on the ball.
That's the most gangster shit I've ever heard in my life.
Okay?
Was that?
And this
is
is
that
no
the typical
lie.
potty
And
training in your house?
And to tell you the truth, I was young and stupid. Again, East New York, Brooklyn. I was helping a friend out. I was going to give him something. I was stupid, but my grandmother gave me that piece as well. So there you go. To tell you what the family is. My grandmother took the heat. That's from me. I gave it to him.
5 minutes away from my neighborhood is where he was.
Yeah. So you know what kind of deal that was going on, and I was just helping a friend out, and my mother happened to find the bag and find it, screamed to the top of her lungs, that high pitched Italian voice. All of a sudden, it's like the door comes off the hinge, wham, right there, and I'm like, anyway, it was
That sounds all too familiar.
Yeah, you guys got the exclusive. But
shouldn't have been talking shit.
That would never. I mean, like, young. Again, this is years ago, guys. I don't want anybody getting the wrong impression of me. That was a long time ago, and stupid decisions for friends.
I got a couple mug shots myself, Jimmy. Don't worry, I don't judge you.
I got a couple mugs.
Lodged in your skull still? Right?
No, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you think about it, we got to get all the mothers together and bring them out, and especially Mama Swift. I know Swift coming from the Hispanic household, and she's a cook, so I can tell you right now, that's it. It's going down. So with her, my mom, we're gonna get them all out here, and we're gonna have a feast. And maybe that's how we do it with the future events. Just have our moms cook the meals instead of catering. That's it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's better food. It's better food. And I know, Marissa, I'm telling you, I know you come from an Italian household, so I know
that big mac and cheese, Marissa. That big mac and cheese.
Wait, she tried my stepmom's
Crack and cheese status? Is that what that is? Crack and cheese status? Like,
there you go. You already know.
Listen, my family can cook.
That's it.
Every Sunday we have dinner. Every Sunday dinner.
All right, Sunday at Marissa's.
We're going. Said it. We're coming on. We're breaking bread. That's it.
You guys are welcome.
places.
Come over.
I'm bringing the red and the white. That's it.
And don't worry, I'll cut the turkey.
I just get stared at awkwardly by our parents. Like he walks out the house like that every day.
Yeah.
John's gonna bring a door through the door. Where's Jack Turner? Tommy, for real.
I'll
My
be
family's
like,
gonna be like, who
Marissa,
are these
darling,
people?
love of my life. Where's the lasagna?
Oh man. Guys, I know we can go again, another telethon. I appreciate everybody just jumping in, tuning in, guys. You're all awesome. Thank you so much. As you guys know, if this is the first time you're watching this by any chance, just know that we have a main topic. It goes off road to the right and then comes back on the main road and goes to the left and comes right back on the main road. This is what we do here.
Just know that we are always this chaotic. Yes.
Yeah.
ADHD calls this place chaotic. Okay, that's how bad it is. ADHD's like, yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that fucking horror 365.
Yeah. Nuts, man. I don't know. First thing they're talking, one second they're talking about conventions. The next second they're talking about food that their mom is making. Getting hit with the wooden spoon.
The lasagna.
People get
trying to
tied
connect
up.
the dots. Like they cosplay that one acts. They work together. What's going on here? Like, is there any? Who's the guy in the blue suit?
And that's
God
what
damn, I
makes
need to
it
wear
unique.
shades to watch this thing. This guy's blazer is too shiny. For those of you wondering that, and you know who I'm talking about out there, no, this is not a shark skin blazer. It's not. Okay.
Damn.
And I did not pay thousands of dollars for it. So just throwing it out there. And just because you see me with a new blazer doesn't mean Jimmy has money. That's it.
Yeah.
Throwing it out there. We got I got a couple different colors. But I'm going to get the inventory up later on this year. We're going to build it up. I'm going to get the suits custom made, baby. I want a white blazer with a horror 365 airbrush. I need somebody that can airbrush. I want to get something nice, a nice killer design on a white blazer, custom head to toe, white suit. That's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to come out with hopefully before the end of the year. But yeah, anyway, that's enough of me babbling, guys. Appreciate y'all. Let's sign out of here. John Swift, Creepy Betty, Ilson. We're going to see you next week. Make sure, if you haven't done so already, I didn't even plug it, but hey, if you haven't done so already, subscribe, okay? I mean, you listen to us this long, God damn it.
As well.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
You better
have what to lose.
subscribe or else.
Subscribe, like, witness the spectacle weekly every Wednesday,
It
sometime
is.
8 and 9 or something.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't worry about it. Make sure you allot 10 hours for us every Wednesday night. We're here. Shoot us an email, horrorheads65@gmail.com.
You may actually learn something. Yes.
And I don't know why I didn't plug everybody's other information, but we have the anesthesiologist, Swift Knox on Instagram, Scared Swiftless718. Of course, Johnny, Aliens in My Attic, Creepy Betty on Instagram. And then I'll put everything.
Queen of the Freaks. Woo!
Ilson, I got to get your plugs again.
I'm LTV official on Instagram, by the way. Real simple if anybody interested. LTV, like
LTV official.
Illy
There we
debate.
go. And then Facebook, if you haven't done so, like us. We got 80,000 followers on Facebook. Screw you, Meta, for shadow banning me, because I know there's a lot more people that want to see what we got going on here, but you only limited to like 100, 200 people. I'm not paying for advertisements yet. Meta, you hear that? But anyway,
you got my
Facebook.
money once.
We ain't paying the $5.
And Mama Swift, always a good time. Thank you as well.
Bye,
Love,
Mama
Mom.
Swift.
Bye, Mama
I'm
Swift.
Swift. Your son's
I
awesome. So are you.
I want to be a fly on the wall when you have a conversation with Swift after this about what he's not doing.
He's in trouble. He's grounded.
Yeah, that's
Go easy on him. We need him in one piece.
Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Tony, again. Thank you to Mrs.
Thank you,
J.
everybody, for coming out.
Yeah, everybody.
Thank
Shout out
you.
to everybody who rolled through.
Alyssa, of course, thank you for jumping on earlier. Ian, of course, Mondo Docs. Lawrence, thank you so much. If you again check him out too, please.
Trippy hippie.
Trippy.
Thank
Hippie.
you.
Hippie, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, shoot, man. I'll tell you. Big Freddie Machete, thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody here.
We got Lawrence on the case.
Awesome. Seriously, awesome. You guys are amazing. But yeah, that's enough for tonight. We're gonna sign it out. Next week, stay tuned. We're gonna be talking horror and comedy, the horror comedy connection. Some of my favorite horror films that have maybe a little too much comedy in it. Maybe over the top. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this connection.
Or does it?
Count me in on that episode too.
Yeah, no, definitely will do. Mr. Goldberg, thank you so much. And sir, listen,
Thanks
there
for
was a
coming in.
film, I remember you as well, sir. There was a film. He had an independent film. Oh my God, I'm bad with names. Forrest, something with Forrest. I've seen
Forest
it.
Hills.
Shelley,
Forest Hills?
what was it?
Forest Hills.
Yes, the
Shelley
Forrest Hills.
Duvall's last movie. Yeah.
Yeah, Shelley Duvall. Yes.
Yes. He's the man. He's the man behind the madness. So shout out to Scott. I remember that. I remember.
Shout out Scott Goldberg.
The Forest. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot the name because I graduated from that high school. The Forest. Yeah, Forest Hills.
The Forest Hills. Yeah.
Go check that out if you haven't checked it out. The Forest Hills. Scott Goldberg. Appreciate you jumping on here. And I appreciate the fact that you're even watching us maniacs over here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Shelley
much.
Duvall's last film.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a hell of a title to hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for real, man. It really is sad thinking about it too, and that's a whole other conversation. I can continue talking about what happened with Shelley and The Shining, everything, behind the scenes and how it affected.
I learned a lot putting this cosplay together. I tell you, I learned a lot. I was just blown away, and we could have a whole 3-hour episode.
I would love to get you on
The Shining.
I would love to get you on the show and talk about the experience about not only creating Forest Hills, the Forest Hills, but working with Shelley. I would definitely love to have you on. So we'll talk outside of here. But I'm always intrigued. I'm always looking for other people to jump on, to chime in and see what they have going on. I want to see what everybody else is doing, for sure. Let's set it up. Yes, I'm going to shoot you a message. Not tonight. It's a little late tonight, but definitely tomorrow. I'll shoot you a message on my personal page, and we'll talk about that. I want to get also other interviews up, like exclusive interview. I think Scott, to jump on the live, it would be great, but maybe having something pre-recorded where we can edit a little bit more and overlay it with some videos and some pictures. I think that'll be something maybe a little bit better for that. I'm trying to line up some more interviews as well. So that's another piece of content that we'll be having again. I'm just starting to line up some guests. So we'll definitely talk, Scott, on that. I appreciate that. No, Mama Swift, I do not have a hard Discord. I agree.
Discord is such a mystery to me.
I would have to figure that out. I could look it up, figure out how we can do a Discord.
You got to get a Rumble too.
Okay.
I might actually be able to help you out with that. So maybe I could talk to you about that because I handle. I'm one of the moderators on the Facebook. That movie Stream. I'm a moderator on that. I'm an official moderator on there. So maybe I could take some of this knowledge I have and help you set up a Discord and handle that for you. I like to
you're the man.
give that.
I appreciate that, man.
I just got to look into it a little bit more. I have a Discord myself. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I made it. But a couple of YouTube channels and a reason to use it for something that's actually going to give back to me like this, I think I can help you out. So let me just see what I can do before I commit. But just please keep in touch with me about that because I would love to help you out.
Thank you, sir. No, definitely, listen, 100%, man.
You're the man. Thank you.
I don't know it all. I will never say. That's why we have a good team. That's why I have a team of people here that all bring something different to the table. And you guys are absolutely amazing. Love you all. Because without you, our 365 wouldn't be what it is. Straight out.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. But yep, next week, guys, that's it. It's going down. It's going to be Horror Comedy Connection. Stay tuned. And we got some killer stuff lined up in April as well. So for Swift, the anesthesiologist, Swift Knox, for Horror 365, Final Girl, Creepy Betty, the queen of the creeps and the freaks, Creepy Betty, illest of ill, the ill from Illville, Ilson. Here he is, coming in here.
I had that as a name for something. I like that.
The most scruffiest cosplayer in the game today. With the golden pipes himself, Johnny Triple X Sparks, baby. I'm the mouthpiece of Northeast Jimmy J. We're signing out. We're telling you thank you for tuning in. And thank you for celebrating horror, not only in October, but 365. We're going to see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think hold on. We're still on? I guess we're still on. She left. We're still on. I was false.
We're still on. Okay, whatever. I was like go after the video, and then all of a sudden I was like, I guess
outside I am. I just realized, wait a minute, we're still
It's
on.
live.
It's live, baby. That was a false. We're going in another 3 hours. Woo! Sit down. Grab your popcorn. Jimmy J's
Twilight Zone, baby. Do 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 do. We can never escape the podcast.
I promise this is
That would be a good episode.
Yeah. I'm gonna really click the end stream now, guys. So here we go. Once
All right,
again,
take care,
thank you.
man.
Celebrate horror not only in
All
October.
right, my brothers.
365. Here it goes.